Doesn't matter who wins. I know who the real champion is.
In my heart, I know who really won today.
I know. But yeah, Samus is forever number one.
Forever number one.
Unless Link would have showed up, then I would have picked Wind Waker.
There you go. You're here because the other one didn't win.
As Frank's about to pull a knife on Samus. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well then.
We're gonna get time behind the back. Oh, you made. Oh,
You just see Link with the. Oh, okay. He puts back the knife. What's up, people? Welcome to Taku Otaku, SoCal's bi-weekly anime and pop culture podcast. I'm your host, Ray, aka Sourdough Shonen. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing a March Madness themed episode because we're going to be doing the greatest games on the Nintendo GameCube in celebration of the 25th anniversary of the lunchbox, everyone's favorite purple lunchbox.
the sound here is everyone's back in the room going, ow.
And people are going, what's that? My first console was the Wii. Oh, well, you know, if you're a mature adult audience, you'll appreciate this episode of the podcast Gun Store. And, you know, I bet you some of these games might just show up on the Nintendo Switch NOS system. So you've come to the right episode if you're a Nintendo fan. But of course, if that just sounds too good and too exciting, go down below and hit that timestamp down below. It'll take you right to our main topic, our tournament bracket, so you don't miss all the hype. For everyone else, though, we'll talk about our week, see what we've been up to, watching and or playing. Speaking of which, gentlemen, I should introduce you. Frank, how are you doing, sir?
Good.
With that pause, I'm concerned. Are you okay, Frank?
I was just thinking about odds.
Odds, okay. He's doing the math. Frank is seeing if his GameCube games have a chance winning this March.
His calculating in real time right now. It's like going. It's
Sweet 16. If Frank picks 5, and then do the math, 1/3 of the bracket. He's doing.
Yeah, I was thinking about those.
Definitely doing that. Nothing else, right, Frank? Yes, definitely. GameCube games. It's all on our minds today. Just like Miles, I'm sure he's thinking about all his favorite Harvest Moon games to play today and which one's going to become the champion.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of a tough match over here a little bit. Well, no, before they switch names to Story of Seasons.
Yes, that is quite some time in the timeline before we get there.
Yeah.
Harvest Moon was still good. It meant something back then.
Oh, yeah. And now it's this cheap hollow thing we all remember fondly.
And we have Story Seasons and what's the other one we play? Stardew Valley.
Yeah,
That's still getting updates. Somehow still getting updates.
And that other game he's been working for 10 years and never come out.
Is he making something else?
Yeah, he's making the Chocolatier. It's like another.
Oh, I vaguely remember this.
But it's been like.
Well, how long did it take Stardew Valley? And that was worth the wait.
Yeah, but it's like, good luck seeing this game a couple years from now, maybe. If we're lucky.
Man, what happens when he's still a one-man show, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he's one-man show because he's a publisher and not a lot in his background, but he's just himself.
We'll see. Hopefully, it'll be just as good as Stardew Valley. So yes, that is our co-host this evening or morning, afternoon, what time you listen to this podcast. And since we graded everyone, why don't we all go around and we normally do on the podcast and see what everyone's been up to since our last little recording here. And this time around, gentlemen, I'm going to hog up the microphone and tell you what I've been up to in my escapade since the last episode. Not much. Have you all liked, subscribed over to Taku Otaku Bites over on YouTube? Link down below this podcast description, because that's been my week. I would appreciate checking them out, giving that thumbs up, subscribing, all that good jazz, because that takes a minute. Takes a good minute. So I do appreciate that, and I thank you already for. There's a couple of you out there already doing the good work. I thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Anime update, I guess. Small anime update. I've mentioned before the last few episodes, if I'm not mistaken. But me and Miles have been diving into Shangri-La Fontier over on Crunchyroll. This is the very much anime or video game the anime, I guess. With no crazy death game scenarios, but it's just a lot of fun, a lot of hijinks, and a lot of high energy going on in that one.
A lot of stats.
Yes, the number stats do go up.
You watch it in English or Japanese?
Japanese. Is there an English dub?
Yeah.
Oh, and I wasn't saying the Japanese.
Spanish.
Ooh, that's actually somewhat rare on Crunchyroll. kind of curious now. But no, we're watching that over there. Still enjoying it. We're, I think, halfway-ish to season 2 now.
Naruto's the monk, right?
Naruto?
I think that's Naruto, yeah.
Oh, the voice.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's in a different show with his own title name. I don't think it is. I could be wrong, but trying to think of, because that's the funny thing is recently the support cast from you don't see in the last batch of episodes we've been seeing. He's been hanging out in other video games with other online friends, and they're all meeting up on Shangri-La Frontier to then search the quest for the divine beings?
unique monster.
Unique monsters, yes, with the English and Japanese English. Interesting. But yeah, it's fun. It's if you like video games, you like RPGs, you like seeing numbers go up and the right amount of overpoweredness, but with a little bit of logic behind it, not just heart of the cards or whatever. It's nice to see they've yet to break the glass in case of emergency just yet in the show. So having a lot of fun with that. Kind of wondering how far we're gonna get into now season 2, because like we've been promised there's 7 unique monsters and like we've only seen a handful of them, and even the one we saw, the rematch one, without getting into spoilers, was interesting, and they made the right choice. I'm very happy they went that path, having that encounter, because I was kind of like, oh, are we doing this now? Because I thought this is the final boss we're seeing for the show. But apparently, there's more yet to come. And smart way to handle that situation, I thought, for those who need to know what's going to happen with that plot line. So people are happy, and then people who want the further kick the can down the road also happy, like myself. So wise decision on that. But yeah, just a really good show. Fun shenanigans, decent pacing.
I hate it when they leave the game.
Yeah, thankfully they don't do that too much.
I'm like, don't take breaks.
Yeah.
What is this? What kind of gamer are you?
I was a little concerned when they switched to the other game for a little bit, because I'm just like, I don't care about this game.
Why could be kind of so
I
online?
don't know, there's more than
that,
one game. So.
Yeah,
they
switched
stuck in the machine. That's what
I don't want that either. We've seen that before a few times, and we've been there, done that. But yeah, I'll admit, when you spend all that time with the bunnies, it's hard. Where's my bunny girl? And her bunny Papa, who might be a Yakuza.
Man.
He might be a criminal mastermind.
No, he's just, he just keeps it on down low, right? That's, he's just working behind the scenes.
Think about it. He can smuggle whatever he wants in and out of that town into the cities with his magical doors.
And a lot of carrots.
A lot of carrots. So yes, Shangri-La Frontier. Still highly recommended. Enjoy finishing that. But then I feel like I'm going to be really bummed out as soon as we finish it. Like, where's season 3?
Yeah.
Because that's the problem. It's like, it just seems like this is like a 4 or 5 season show so far. And oh boy. The retro thing I've done, which is also, I guess, kind of the new thing if you're a
new retro
Switch 2/1 user, is if you're a NSO member like I am, you can go to the Nintendo website and order a cardboard or plastic version of the Virtual Boy.
Yes, the thing that hurts your eyes out more.
Meanwhile, every kid or everyone who's under the age of 25 is now Googling this to be like, what the hell is he talking about right now? So believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, once upon a time, the powerhouse of Mario, Nintendo, decided we want to dive into the world of 3D VR back in the mid-90s. And the VR scene in the mid-90s, a little rough around the edges. But they wanted to throw their hat in the ring because the Nintendo 64 was taking a little bit longer, and then the PlayStation was coming out, and all the headlines were going to Sony's way, and Nintendo wanted to do something to sell something during that holiday year, and they decided to push out the Virtual Boy. And for those who are familiar and are old enough to remember, the Virtual Boy did not last very long. It died within maybe a year, if even that.
Maybe. I'm not sure about it. I'm pretty sure it's like roughly a year.
Yeah, it's like 6 to 9 months, maybe. I think there's only 14 games in the whole catalog of the console system. And so I never had one, but I do remember playing it a few times over at the different department stores back in the day. So kids, if you Google department store, a lot of explaining going on in this segment. Basically, I had a kiosk demo where you could play the Virtual Boy. And I remember playing that a few times, in particular with the Mario Clash game and the Wario Land game on the Virtual Boy. And I remember enjoying those games and playing the demos a little bit, and then ripping out my eyeballs from that Virtual Boy and just seeing, the bloodshot eyes.
Oh, you mean all the red? The red screen around?
Right, which I guess I should mention, because the Virtual Boy was not in full color, HDR, 1080, 4K resolution. It was a 32-bit console, but only displayed everything in black and red. So kind of like the Game Boy, if you're familiar with the Game Boy's color scheme layout back in the day, before the Game Boy Color was a thing. And so yes, it was kind of hard on the eyes, but the 3D effect did kind of work, and you didn't have to use those blue and red glasses back in the day from Jaws 3D, I guess.
Yeah.
So anyway, they released this on NSO, where you could play the games, but it does kind of require you to pick up the extra headset, either being a cardboard one or a plastic one. I think the cardboard one was like $30.
They look cuter. I guess they look more funner.
It basically was one of the Nintendo Labos, if anyone remembers the Nintendo Labos. But then the plastic one, I think, sold for $100, so a little expensive. But to be fair, it is a nice display piece that sure looks like a Virtual Boy even from afar. And that's the one I purchased. But the big reason why I purchased that is during the Black Friday deals, there was a good deal on Nintendo credit, and I did stack up on it. And so basically I got that and a year of NSO membership, 20% off. So made it a little bit more comfortable. And so sure enough, finally this week I got a chance to sit down and play my fancy $80 headset with my Switch 2, plugged it in, checked it out. And it does a pretty good job of feeling like I'm back in 1994, 5 would be my guess.
Are your eyes turning red, brother?
It wasn't as bad, but also people say that as kids, when you using that kind of stuff, I think there was like a big old warning back in the day when you use it, like you must be like 5 years old, or like if you're under 10 or something, you'll go blind or something crazy like that at the time. Since all this was new technology, nobody was sure. Because I think that also was a concern, and that's why another reason I don't like it so well, because parents were scared of buying this for the kids because like, oh my god, no, I couldn't, my poor kid's gonna go blind if you plan playing this console. My goodness gracious. So that definitely didn't help. And the two games I was most interested in was, sure enough, as I mentioned before, the Mario Clash and the Wario Land. Not bad. Mario Clash is basically a kind of reimagining of the original Mario Brothers, not Super Mario Brothers, not on the NES, but the arcade classic, where you go up to the pipes and have to knock the shells or the Koopas, I guess.
Yeah, you had to
flip them over.
You had to press the PAL blocks, right?
Mm-hmm. And this one is unique because you have that depth where there's like platforms in the foreground and the background, and there's warp pipes, and you have to get on the other side to then attack them with the shell. And so it's a bit of a puzzle platformer arcade kind of thing going up. And it's a simple but effective combo, and it just feels like a sequel successor to that original Mario Brothers. So it's a simple but fun game. And the more meatier game that I think is the easier interest and recommendation I'd give people is the Wario Land Virtual Boy. Wario Land, I think is what it officially is called. Not a great name.
I thought it was called Wario Land, I guess.
No, because I guess there is no game officially called Wario Land. Because it's Super Mario Land 3, Wario's Land, and then it's Wario Land 2 from there. And I think about it. Fun fact. Anyway, this game takes place after the one we just mentioned, Super Mario Land 3, but before Wario Land 2. And it's kind of an interesting hybrid between the two, because it's a little faster than that first game, but not as fast as the second game.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting revisiting it this time. And it's a little bit more of a platformer, but it has a little bit more of a treasure-seeking-ish to it, where you want to look constantly for that missing treasure to rack up the points, if you will, since in Wario, he's got to have all the money. And so that's what you do in this game, a lot of focus on that. You fall into a pit early on, and you have to come out of the pit, but inside the pitfalls.
The pit?
The Wario pit?
Where's Pitfall Harry?
Yeah, exactly. You find treasure along the way, and you could go back and forth, so in case you miss something, like, oh, where is it? And you could go back and search for it. So it's kind of interesting. I don't recall having many games that let you go backwards like that, especially during that period of time. At least in a 2D
Wario Land 4?
Yeah, but that's like so many years down the line.
I'm trying to think of the last time someone could go in between levels, and then that it would be, I guess it would be Wario Land 4.
I trust you on that.
Or no, maybe I'm thinking Wario Land 3, my bad.
Either way, it's a very good game. It's definitely the most, like as I mentioned before, it's the most video game available on that, because a lot of the other games that you can play right on NESO are very like There's like a VR pinball, but it's like very short and simple. After like 2 rounds, you can get done with it. The Mario Tennis, I played that a little bit. I cannot read where that ball is, how far or deep it is, and I just poor Yoshi or Mario just swings and misses trying to hit that ball every time.
The depth.
Yeah, I cannot get a sense of the depth of the field on that one. I'll stick to the GameCube or 64 version on Mario Tennis. Thank you very much. But no, if you're curious, you want to see what 90s VR looks like, especially if you're rocking a Quest 3 or Index, and that's the Valve one, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll be the next. Yeah.
It's interesting to go back where VR started back in the day, and it's kind of refreshing, nostalgic, I guess. Once again, revisiting a console that is most people regard as Nintendo's biggest failure.
Right.
But that's what happens when you're rushed to market and it's a new technology that no one's yet to figure out. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the technology first landed on Sega's hands. And even they said, yeah, we can't do anything with this at a consumer level. And I think it passed the buck to 1 or 2 other people. And then eventually they said, yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, because I think, didn't like Sega made like hologram-ish games? And they're like that in an arcade.
They were working on that thing, if you're thinking what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
but it never came out, I don't think. And it was based on the same way 3D VR worked back in the 90s. There you go. If you're curious what the Virtual Boy is like, you come to the right episode of the podcast.
Just out of curiosity, do you need to have that? Does the device detect that? Do you have the shell, either shell? Does it tip before you run it?
You can play it without it, but the thing is, it assumes you're using some kind of headset, if you will.
Yeah.
Because if you just play it with like on handheld mode, it'll just show you 2 small little screens of the Virtual Boy games that are running.
Oh, okay.
And so it's not great way to play it like that.
No,
but if you're
curious,
that's how it's going to present to you without having one of those
I'm pretty sure it's
devices.
I'm sure it's just a shell. It's not like
yeah, there's no
battery power.
There's nothing in it. Yeah, you have to use a Switch Joy-Cons or a Pro controller. There's no Virtual Boy controller. Which, by the way, the weird thing about the Virtual Boy controller, it has 2 D-pads, which was also kind of crazy at the time, but was the first time, I think, ever in a controller design they had like 2 analog sticks equivalent, which would become a thing
down the line
in video games. So that's like the fun thing is the Virtual Boy might have been a failure, but it was a lot of there was a lot of advanced thinking at the time when its conception. So it's kind of neat, and if you think about it, a little bit of history going on there. So there you go. If you want to be a nerd and be a real Nintendo snob, go check out the Virtual Boy on NSO. You do need the expansion pack in case you're curious, because there's the 2 tiers.
Yeah, you would think by now they would just combine the whole thing, because like I feel like
at least I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you do need the expansion pack
and also a Switch 2, right?
You can run it on Switch 1 hardware.
Oh, okay.
You do have to, if you have the plastic. I don't have the cardboard ones because I don't have the cardboard one. But if you have the plastic one, there's a different mold you swap into it that will fit a Switch 1 model.
Oh, okay. Just out of curiosity.
But yes, you can play either.
I know the GameCube games are Switch 2 only.
Yes, that is Switch, which was hilarious because the GameCube it's 25 years old. It's not a powerful console. Just look it up, kids. So there you go. Well, that has been what I've been up to since our last little recording here on the podcast. So it's time to pass the baton over, and let's go over to Frank. Frank, sir, what have you been up to since our last little recording?
More Korean dramas.
Korean dramas.
I don't remember if I talked about that.
You said the names, but we know nothing about them.
So the first one I watched was Tangerines.
Yes.
Then I watched Because This Is My First Life.
That also sounds correct.
Okay. Did I talk about Attorney Woo?
No.
Okay, so that's the third one I watched, and my favorite one so far.
What's it about, Frank?
It's basically fusion between Ally McBeal and Monk.
Oh, okay.
So it's about this attorney. Her name is Woo.
Checks out.
Woo Young Woo. And basically she's autistic and she becomes a lawyer. So you get to see how an autistic lawyer goes about.
I think I've heard of this one. Now I think about it.
I like that she always wants to talk about whales. Makes me laugh.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it's funny because before her first date, her dad was like, "Well, make sure you giving her like a list of things, do's and don'ts," and it's like, "And don't talk about whales." But what about if it's irrelevant to? When is it going to be relevant? He's like, "Well, regardless, if they bring it up, can I talk about? All right, if they bring it up, they."
Ace Attorney 5. It's very important.
Really?
Yes. If you know, you know.
Okay. So yeah, really enjoyed that one. And then I started watching the fourth one, which is probably my least favorite, maybe second least, or
Second least.
Second to the bottom.
second. Yeah, second to the bottom.
Which one's that one?
It's called Crash Landing on You, something like that.
Okay.
This one's about a girl who accidentally ends up in North Korea.
Oh, that is bad.
Ooh.
And
Well, they went there, huh? They actually.
yeah, she goes paragliding. There's a storm, and she lands on North Korea.
It happens.
Yeah. Normally that happens.
Better than
So-
Jurassic Park, I guess.
So she meets the military guy, and then he takes care of her, and yeah, it's
Forbidden Love.
not so much of that. More like Forbidden Country.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, we're going more romantic or more political. Let's
It
say.
has its romantic stuff, but
There you go.
I like how it's very light, very light.
Not too serious.
Not too serious. No. 'cause
Okay.
They're always joking, even though there's
We're gonna lock you in jail forever.
something like that.
The food's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a 3-star resort.
So that one's good. That's what I've been watching. I don't think I've watched any anime lately. I'll leave it for homework now.
There you go.
Now it's a business.
There you go.
Now
Now
it's-
it's gonna get serious now.
Gonna
lock in.
See, I've been playing a lot of Octopath Traveler.
The 0 one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I finally caught up to where I was in the,
Mobile.
and I thought I finished because it rolled the credits and everything. But then they fooled me. Like, just kidding. Keep going.
Gotcha.
So now everything that I've been doing, it's pretty new.
Okay.
What I am surprised about is that pretty much I haven't gotten any new characters in a long time. So wondering if I'm doing something wrong or if I'm just not far enough in the story or if this is it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I would have thought there would have been a ton of characters.
Right.
There seems to be no. So I don't know. I don't want to look it
Lies.
up either because I kind of just want to.
See, you gotta press up, down, start, left, right. See, and at the title screen, that's how I'll unlock the next one.
I'll try that.
Give it a shot, friend. No cheat codes.
I am very tempted to just play and talk, but
Play and talk.
wait.
Thank you, Frank. We appreciate it. The listeners will appreciate
Yeah,
it. that click
Frank-
in the background.
Wait.
Frank is restrained right now. He's like
The
sweating.
sacrifice he makes for this podcast.
Like,
What a hero.
I'm anxious here. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've been
That's
doing.
it.
And a lot of Kaushi.
All righty, Miles. It sounds like it's your turn, brother. What do you got for us this time?
Okay. Yeah. Once again, we're going to talk about Umamusume, everybody. That's
What?
right.
I thought we were done with that.
Oh, it's never over.
So now,
I give it up.
Now it's a 1 year anniversary, and now there's a new scenario now.
Yay?
The Track Blazer, which pretty much, hey, what if we just boil it down to just doing races? Don't worry about the individual horse stories or things like that. We're just gonna race.
They took out the story mode and story mode.
Yeah. So basically, what you do is that you choose a horse or you choose a horse girl,
I mean, yeah.
and then pretty much you race. You train, you race. If you win a race, you still get a certain amount of points every year. Like every race is like 10 points. You need 100 a year to keep going. I guess within a year's another career year. I guess the first year, second year, third, you need to get 100 each year to keep going.
Okay.
And then you also beat different rivals, and you unlock different hidden hints and skills you can learn from them if you beat them in the races. But it's very straightforward. It's a lot more of like numbers going up. When you win races, you win like currency you can use to buy things from the pro shop. It's like a new feature in which you can like double your wit. You could also you could earn 40, 60 to 80% more of certain stats you train in if you have like a microphone. Yeah. No, it is a microphone.
Okay.
But
That makes sense.
there are neat little like I guess slice of life stories. Like sometimes I play.
I thought there was no story.
Well, like their life is slice, but no, there's no career. No, because each girl has a different they run certain races in there, right? They got rid of all those restrictions, so you could race whatever you want to race. You could race, say if you want.
I'm assuming you still have the turns to then level up stats.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the routine still.
The routine still, but there's no individualized story. It's all like the same generic story. and then you just you run races to bring your stats go up, pretty much.
I guess it sounds less interesting to me.
Yeah, it pretty much is like, hey, I want to make your A star Umas or things like that, right? You want A's or S's, X ranks, things like that. That's you run this for to do that. But that's pretty much the gist of it.
Do you like it?
It's interesting. I got a lot. There's stories I know already, so I don't have to go through their story anymore. Kind of like just, I guess, grind. I guess.
Right. I guess that's for people who've played the game all these times. But then you can skip all the cutscenes already, so
yeah,
even more skipping.
Well, it's like you could make her run, you could win all the triple crowns, if you want, or you could run any race, because some of them they're locked into certain races you can do. You can't just do certain ones. So, it's freedom to race whatever you want to do.
I guess I never found those. I never thought in my head these are restrictions, but I guess they kind of are.
But only in this scenario.
Right. No, I know there's the other scenarios are there to play, but I'm my head. I'm like I'm not sure if I'm interested in playing this scenario.
Yeah,
or mode, whatever you want to call it.
But the more important thing is you get 10 free pulls every day.
The important part.
The important part. And I got those keys in the black.
There you go.
And I still can't get Super Creek to at least to a B at least, and I still don't know
Worst
why.
trainer.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm missing something there. That's the real the sad part here, I guess.
All these years or months, full year, and still this is where you're at.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. I was also trying to slowly go back into ZZZ.
All the gotchas, huh?
Yeah.
It's the greatest hits today for Miles.
Yeah. Well, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, everybody.
Not long enough, you ask me.
It is funny because it's a good thing I skipped those patches because it's like there's one that character really pull for, so you can I just go to the story and move on to the next story. So it makes it more streamlined, things like that. Yeah, that's been pretty much my week.
All right, Miles. All right.
Okay, sure, Frank. Story.
He brought us new Korean dramas. What's new with you? Same old gotchas. It's got a new mode. We took out less story though. As an area-focused gamer myself, no bueno.
No bueno. Yeah, but some of the Unique, I think, still the best one to train stats overall. They say technically. So,
Well, that's where you got to get that support card with that mean lady who doesn't like you, but also she'll help you train your horse girls. Narratively speaking, it's a little wobbly, just like some of the horse girls. Oh
wow!
You decide what I'm talking about. Wink, wink.
That's cold.
Sounds like some interesting weeks the boys are having. Isn't that right, Commercial Miles?
That's right, Commercial Ray. Sometimes we kind of forget a couple things sometimes on here, so we need to find a place where we could remember exactly what we did last week.
It would be nice. We are getting a little bit older, aren't we, brother? If only there was like a website dedicated to everything Otaku that people could find for themselves.
You mean our website, www.takuotaku.com?
What? It exists? There's such a place on the internet?
That's right. That's where you can find links to our various outlets we have out there. YouTube. We're also on Spotify. And also your favorite podcast listener on our website as well.
Oh, man. It's almost like we're on everywhere. So anyone, no matter what device you have in your pocket or on your desktop, you're ready to go to listen to more episodes of us rambling on like idiots.
Well, speaking of rambling like idiots, let's go back to our show.
All right, gentlemen, I guess that'll conclude our weeks for this time on the podcast. So now, gentlemen, it's time for the big showdown of 2026. So, for those who don't know, this is what we kind of normally do sometime in March. We have our little March bracket of insanity. And this time around, we're focusing on video games, in particular, the Nintendo GameCube, in a celebration of its 25 years.
Oof.
And so the way how it works is we have our Sweet 16 bracket. Each of the hosts picked 5 games of their choosing. And we had one game we all agreed upon, a gentleman's agreement.
The Hinata of the group.
Yes, for those who are familiar with last year's Waifu Wars. That's what we did there. And I'll just tell you now, it's Wind Waker. It's everyone's favorite Zelda game, which had a bit of a whiplash when its first announcement, let's say. So basically, we're going to go our Sweet 16, have our rounds, and each person who picked the game will then promote said game, unless maybe there might be 1 or 2 double duties, so maybe they might pass baton if they want to.
Yeah.
And everyone have about 3 minutes or so for each game in the first roundabout, so even if it's a game that doesn't make it through our bracket, hopefully it is a game that maybe as a listener catch your interest, and like I said, might show up on the NSO if it isn't available yet already. So hopefully you can at least get a couple recommendations down the line. And maybe there's other ways to play those games.
We never know about.
But we'll never know. We'll never know how it's available to play. You'll just have to figure it out on your own. But without further ado, let us start our bracket as the official host of our event this time around. Let's see here. So this is going to be, our first round is going to be the big match, or the Cinderella song question mark. And the seating, for those who don't know, of course none of you know, only me, the producer, knows how this seating goes because I'm the one that made it. So it is not random order, because last time we did have random, but this time around all the seating is based on sales numbers of each game. So if it sold a ton of copies, it's higher number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it didn't sell as much, you're more like 16, 15, and so on and so forth. So that's why our first matchup might be a little jarring, unless you know how the seeding bracket things go.
Yeah.
So without further ado, once again, our first matchup is Super Smash Brothers Melee versus X-Men Legends. And I picked Smash Bros., so I guess I'll describe that first for a little bit. Let me set up a little timer here for myself in case I go on and on about the powerful, the most crazy, still everyone's favorite Smash Bros. Game after all these years.
Do you know that Sonic and Tails are in there somehow?
Yeah, you just gotta keep going at it. Yeah, I've been there, done that. Alrighty, so Smash Bros. I mean, everyone kind of knows what Smash Bros. Is. For those who don't know, this in particular is the second installment of the franchise. And then it came out, I think, in the 3-6 month window of the Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah.
And out of the games that were chosen for this bracket, our bracket altogether, this is our number 1 seed, as I mentioned. And this took the core concept that was on the 64 and added up the roster, I think, at least 2 times, if not 3 times, something like that. A lot faster, still the fastest Smash Brothers to date. So if you like that wave dashing and all the frames and this and that and all the crazy things you can do that is way beyond my understanding, that is this game. So like I say, if you're a hardcore Smash Bros., it's probably the only version of Smash you know. But I liked it because it did everything 64 did. Obviously a lot cleaner, a lot smoother versus those 64 pixels. Got a little bit more to play with on the Nintendo GameCube. Showed off that power. I do remember thinking graphically first time watching it is like, boy, Bowser's looks kind of creepy, realistic, and has he always been this scary looking? Because he's a lot scarier looking than I remember on the Nintendo or the Super Nintendo. So, that kind of threw me for a loop. But yes, played that countlessly personally, just trying to beat my score. Of course, played it so many times with friends and family throughout the years. Everyone gathering around with all those the GameCube controllers, because I was thinking of 4 ports and 64 had 4 ports. So 4-player matchup. Great co-op gameplay going on there, fighting competitions left and right. In particular, the thing I loved about it, first time we get a taste on the West of Fire Emblem-ish with its characters of Marth and Roy, which was a Japan exclusive at the time. And it was I guess the explanation of why in that game they only speak in Japanese. There's no English equivalent or voice lines for them. Yeah. And sure enough, it's because of success and the popularity of Melee is how we get Fire Emblem, or which would be Fire Emblem, I think 6 with Lyn on the Game Boy Advance. But here they just called Fire Emblem, but I think it was like the 6th game in the franchise overall.
As Ray put it, Lyn for the win.
Lyn for the win. Can't go wrong. I've talked about it. If you type in Fire Emblem and go to takudaku.com, you'll figure out which one it is, because I talked about it before. So already there's a love of for those who don't know, I love Fire Emblem. So because of this game, we got Fire Emblem. So another reason for me to cheer for it. But yes, the gameplay faster, stronger, bigger roster, way more powerful than 64. The music is a classic. The stages in the game, it's nothing but nostalgia and a love letter, and we'll see a little bit more as you go down the Smash Bros. Timeline of what becomes of it. So it's a good stepping stone, is why I chose it, and why it's number 1 and should get your vote for those who are playing at home. This is why you should vote for Smash Bros. Melee. What I call it, sometimes I go my potato on that one. I know it's Melee, but Melee sounds fun.
Well, I do ever announce it. Melee.
That's still fine. You want to be like that. Fine, be a nerd. Alrighty, Frank. And your 16th seed, X-Men Legends up to bat. Frank, tell us all about the X-Men Legends.
Wow, well, what am I going to say after all the wonderful things you said about This is probably my favorite X-Men game. Not that there's many.
The
Um,
arcade one.
it's just a really fun gameplay where you're walking around. You can bring your buddies and or family members, and you're all playing on the same screen. And
Mm.
it's like an RPG. You level up and
Ooh.
you get new skills.
Mm.
There's quite a few characters to choose from, and the story is maybe not the greatest,
Mm,
but
Is Magneto up to no good?
honestly, I don't know what the story is. I just went forward, kept going, fought some villains.
Watch the numbers go up.
They talked, kept pressing skip.
Who cares about the story around here?
Who cares what they gotta say? Give me my new telekinesis powers and stuff. So I like this game a lot. It's a bit. I think if you go back to play, it's a bit clunky, and I think the second one is a little more refined. Even though that one felt. The first one was better than the second one, but the second one had like a more refined gameplay.
Oh,
Does
I
that make
see.
sense?
I think so.
Fun
Does it
to
have
play.
all the X-Men's? Got a big roster, I imagine.
It's got a big roster, but I don't think it has all the.
Oh, right, but the ones that most people are familiar with. I would
Yeah, it has
imagine.
Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, Gambit, Nightcrawler, Jean. I think you could also play as Phoenix. Oh no, that might be part 2. Iceman, some girl that looks like Iceman.
Ice Sister.
You could even play as what's his name? Professor X,
Oh, there you go.
which it's kind of weird because you don't play as him as in the wheelchair. He's like all buff and everything.
It's been working out.
Yeah, so it's cool. It's fun, challenging. I think that I don't know. I don't see many games like this.
Mm.
The only other games that I can think of besides Part 2 is the Marble
Alliance?
Alliance,
Yeah, because that one I played a little bit of.
and I think those are not that good. I think
Hmm.
I played Part 3, and that one I enjoyed, but
The other ones.
the other ones I didn't play them, but I watched my brother play them, and it was just like something's off about them.
Huh,
The
kind of curious.
characters are not that cool. But Marble Alliance Part 3 is the game that carried the torch.
Oh, okay. Apparently that's your time, Frank.
Oh, that's
and that's
me.
your time. Wrap it up.
Yeah, all right. Poor X-Men going up against Smash Brothers.
Yeah, so I guess this is the time to vote.
Frank, what do you think won?
X-Men?
So I guess I'll go first. Yeah, I'm sure it's a good game, Frank.
It is a good game.
I don't think it's better than Smash Brothers, though. Despite I haven't played it, I'm willing to put money on that bet. And for that reason, I am still sticking with my Smash Bros. Melee. What about you, Frank? Who are you voting for?
It's tough because I like games more like this than Smash Brothers because Smash Brothers is never ending.
Right.
This actually has a story, which I didn't pay attention to. But I'm just gonna go with what is it. Smash Brothers is a higher quality game, so I'm gonna go with
Smash Bros. And let's find out if it's a clean sweep brother. What would your vote be?
just because even though I don't like never-ending games, once you finish X-Men, you're kind of done. You're kind of done. And Smash Bros. We could even go back right now.
Right, you go right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it right now.
Everyone's heard this one. Smash Bros. For the win.
Popular vote wins.
And actually, Kirby's actually useful. Or Kirby thinks the most. Yeah, he moves
Yes,
that, I guess, right?
think
'Cause
so.
I feel like it gets worse as he keeps
It's
going.
every other game Kirby's playable. I'll say that. That's what I remember. It's been a minute.
And there's Sonic and Tails.
And let me just jot down. Oh, one win for Ray. Got it. Alrighty then. Let's see here. Let's go across the pond here, and let's go with our 2nd versus 15 seed. This is a Ray and Miles showdown. I am still in now 2nd place, I guess, which is fitting because my 2nd seed game is Mario Kart Double Dash. And Miles's pick is SSX Tricky.
Yeah.
What?
Indeed.
Oh, wait, that's
title.
Is that a surprise to you?
Just a little bit.
That's what is that game?
Well, we'll talk about it soon enough. But first, I'm going to hog up a mic and tell you. Because no one knows what Mario Kart is.
You have 3 minutes.
I was
This
so
is
ready to
never-
vote against Mario Kart, and then you come up with this.
I like Systematic chose X-Men Legends over here.
There you
At
go.
least I heard about it.
People know what X-Men is. All right, Double Dash. This is Mario Kart for the Nintendo GameCube. And as the name implies, this is the unique racer out of the franchise where you have 2 characters on one cart, which means you can swap while driving, and plus means you can store weapons at the same time, which is something they do eventually later on in the timeline.
Yeah.
And so that was at the time a very crazy, innovative idea to have weapons stored up and this and that versus like Mario Kart on the 64 or Super Nintendo. So I thought that was very interesting. I also thought it was neat because if I'm not mistaken, this is also the first time each character had like their own like special power up
Right.
in the game. And so that was another reason to maybe choose one character versus another one. Sure, the weight kind of matters and the drifting matters a little bit on the character and the cart. But I also thought the power-up was a nice, unique twist on the game formula that made that interesting. I just remember also thinking the tracks, a lot more variety in the tracks, a little bit more out there, having a little bit more fun. Because I think the GameCube one's the first one that has like, or has that leveled track with you should have the Donkey Kong cannon and go flying in the air.
Mhm.
And like the second person in the back of the car is like holding on to dear life. Like little things like that. I thought that was kind of cool and fun. And it's a reference also to Donkey Kong Country, obviously. So that was very cool. Huge roster. So if if you like the popular characters, you got the popular characters. If you're looking for more the deep cut with your, I think there's Birdos in that. So if you like Super Mario Brothers 2, we got you covered in this one. And like I said, a little bit more variety of weapons. The fact you can store weapons, special items, I think makes it more interesting. Once again, I loved Mario Kart 64 and kind of like with Smash Bros. In this one, to see it kicked up in the next level with the power of the GameCube was also pretty neat. Very colorful game. A lot of inspirations for the Mario franchise, so very neat to see that. And as a somewhat Mario fan in general, Super Mario Brothers fan, it's nice to see all the homages and references to this and this and that. And so, yeah, that's why I think Double Dash is a good game and should be the winner for this time around. So, one sold a lot of copies, and then there's SX Tricky. I'm just saying, the numbers don't lie.
But in theory, technically, it'd be more than Frank's pick, technically.
Yeah, this is true. The numbers also do not lie.
Thank you.
So take that win, Miles.
I'm going to take that win because, oh boy, here we go.
Alrighty, Miles. Tell everyone out there what SSX Tricky is all about.
You can do it.
All right. So originally, SSX was a PlayStation title back in the day. It's a snowboarding game, kind of like Cool Borders or was it Avalanche 1080? Right? You guys
1080.
I know it's been a long time. Never that one. So the unique about SSX Tricky is one. It's a fully all the characters are fully voiced. They all have their own unique personalities. Usually, I go with Mac. They're a Mac or at least one or the. No, it's usually I always switch between one or the other. But no, they're all like have their own unique personalities. They talk a certain way when they start a race, and you get different snowboards. And when you do certain things, you unlock different snowboards that have different handling and things like that.
Right, and they all have extreme personalities,
Yeah.
I guess, because it's the 2000s and Tony Hawk is happening, baby.
And during EA Big right now.
When they were pushing that.
So the unique thing is that like it's before. You do tricks on doing the half pipes or certain things on the board. You kind of you do tricks. You fill a certain meter. When you get enough meter called the Uber meter, then you do
food.
Yeah, then you do an Uber trick, which usually well, because most time there Max usually was like a triple, kind of like Andrew Reynolds and Tony Hawk.
They all have their special move,
like a triple flip, pretty much what it is. And if you land it without crashing, because you could crash in this game, there's a on the side of the gauge, this is tricky, and then you get tricky in it. And if you never run DMX's Tricky,
yes, if you're old,
I'll say tricky,
big license song,
and then the T or the goals you want five or six. I think it's 5 Uber tricks together. Then you get the whole
Tricky. Spell it out.
And then the neat thing was that at the time is if you get Tricky spelled out, it'll play. It's Tricky. But it'll blend in with the background.
It doesn't slowly get louder and louder.
Yeah.
The higher and faster you go, or closer you get to getting there.
Because they go say it's tricky. Tricky.
Oh yeah, you just hear like an echo.
But it was kind of neat because the background of the
because you're in the mountains, so it sounds like an echo.
It's an echo, and also because the soundtrack of the stage is playing, it'll blend in with the soundtrack. So it'll match the tempo.
It'll match the music. Yeah.
Music. So they go, it's tricky. And the meter goes on for like maybe like a minute, something like that. It doesn't last as long, but you just rinse and repeat to get more tricks. Because you want to get more points, because every those games you get more points.
It's roughly Tony Hawk in the snow.
Yeah, the only downside is that since we've been using, I guess not the official GameCube cartridge at the time, the one that's a multi.
Oh, the memory cards.
Yeah, that like every once in a while it delete my save and I gotta start over again.
Alrighty, Miles. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Essex Tricky, for those who don't know. Alrighty, gentlemen, it's time for voting. And once again, I'll get us kicked off. Essex Tricky was a fun game. It's very much Tony Hawk, arcadey, quick, light, and fun. But it doesn't invite the LAN parties over, does it?
No, it does not.
And that's why I'm sticking with Mario Kart Double Dash as my winner, or hopefully chose my vote this time around.
I feel that now. I know how I think it's like we're up against these Uber knots over here. Or
I'm just saying, gentlemen, I let you guys go first, and you guys left the big choices out there. So I'm just saying, I've come to play.
Frank will be next time, right? Or mine? No.
I guess it'd be your turn, Miles.
Okay.
You still sticking with yours?
You see, I do like Double Dash. It is fun. It's a little quirky because you just press like I think the Z button, right, or the little
Just flip
flop. But no, I don't know if you flip like heavy characters, does it actually change? I don't think it's that.
Does.
But no, I'm gonna stick with mine because it's unique. It's unique, and I don't think no one never could. No, it's one of those things that I feel gets lost in when we talk about the retro games, I guess.
Fair enough. Alrighty, Frank, you're the tiebreaker. Who's gonna take home the bacon?
Well, it doesn't take much to beat Mario Kart.
How much do you love Tony Hawk?
I like Tony Hawk a lot.
Oh.
I just never heard of Tricky, and I can't pick it because of that.
If I haven't it in my hands, it doesn't exist.
If I had seen the trailer or something.
There you go. Miles is gonna be playing the trailer. He's desperately pulling it up on his phone right now.
But count your days, Mario Kart.
There you go.
Time is sticky.
Coming for you.
It comes tolls for us
I
all.
just need a game that I've heard of.
I don't know.
Sorry,
Is it another?
it sounds great.
I know.
It sounds great. Just
And everyone,
It's
look
not
at
good
it.
enough.
It's another Rays pick once again.
Well, I'm just, well, it just so happens. Well, gentlemen, what can I say?
I know we were gonna compete against each other. That's why I picked.
What? In a tournament? And moving on, the next round here is our 3rd and 14th seed competition. This is the everyone's choice and a Frank option.
Oh no.
And I guess I'll pass the baton to Miles and see, because it is, I think, one of his favorite franchises. Because his number 3 seed, or everyone's 3 seed if you want to be particular, is The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. And then coming at number 14, similar to vibes, it's The Legend of Zelda Four Swords for the Nintendo GameCube. So, Miles, why don't you go first and tell little people about Wind Waker in case they missed out on that title.
So Wind Waker is unique. It came after, of course, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. It was one of those like there were a lot of high expectations at the time for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Miyamoto showed the art style, everyone like, what happened?
What happened to that trailer from last event?
Yeah,
Nintendo Space World.
Yeah, the like 10 seconds of whatever that was.
More realistic version of
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time.
And
designs.
then we got this cartoons. But if you looking past the on look, it's like One Piece in a way. Go beyond the cartoonish look. And then there's a good story here. It's you're going to a lot of different islands. The Kingdom Hyrule is underwater. A lot of that, like 100 years past.
They do. That's a whole narrative drop in the opening thing.
Yeah, like 100 years past since allegedly the Ocarina of Time. Allegedly,
I think it's a lot more than 100. It's like 1,000.
Was it 1,000? I thought it was 100.
No, it's way longer than that.
Maybe. But, a long time, it's still in that world, I guess, per se. So there's the sages, and they're still here somewhere. But half the world's underwater, and they're all living little islands. And you, as Link, who I guess you inherited, it's a story
inherit
about
the Hero of Time's outfit because it's just like a coming of age thing.
But then of course he has a little sister. Like, oh, there's a little sister. Like, he has a whole family.
And a cute little sister.
And of course, the little sister get kidnapped. And guess what it means, folks? We're gonna find our little sister, and also somehow stumble on becoming hero of the world somehow at the same time.
Sounds like a Zelda game.
What's unique about this one is, you have a boat, the King of Red Lions, and you sail all over the place.
7, 10 seas, all the seas.
A lot of seas. A lot of ocean. But you explore. You keep, you put like little maps. You get the treasure sheets, the treasure chests.
Find the One Piece.
And I realize you got bogus, or you get nothing.
Oh yeah, there'll be just like nothing in them.
But despite its despite the music's still there, it's still on fire. A lot of music cues and a lot of like when you hit the story, go da 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 da.
Oh right, the timing of all that.
Da 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 da. It was because a lot of one button presses and a lot of you have the timer because at the end it is a lot
of counterattack in that game. You have to roll behind them to get them from the back.
And I say the neat thing is, despite being its unique art style, it's very unique because then after everyone got through it, everyone it kept going for other games like Phantom Hourglass and that art
Yeah,
style.
they kept that art style.
So it had influence despite its awkward beginnings.
It has stand the test of time with that art direction. I'll say that. All right, so there's Wind Waker. But Frank, tell the people about The Legend of Zelda Four Swords.
I believe it's the second Four Swords game that came out. The first one was kind of like a bonus game on the
Oh, yeah, the remake of
Link to the Past.
Yes,
Link to
yes,
the Past,
yes.
you could play a version of, or I don't even know if it counts, but the sneak peek to
Yeah,
Four Swords.
that's what it was.
Which was very hard to play because I think you needed
Yes.
a friend.
You needed friends, and you needed the game. If to like really play, you had to get the
Yeah,
Game Boy Advance
was-
cable.
or like the wireless attachment you could put on, so that way you do wirelessly.
Whatever
Did that
it
work
was,
with that?
it was hard to
I don't
play. Like, because
know.
it would only let you play a little bit, and then it's like, now this is locked contact. You need friends to play the rest.
Oh yes, yeah. Oh, just definitely that part too.
So I never finished the original one, but back to this one.
Yes,
So this one, thankfully, you didn't need friends to play it, but you could play it.
right. It's a little bit easier, friendly for single players.
It was fun, and sometimes it could be frustrating because sometimes they hit you. There's the friendly fire.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I just remember there was one time I was playing with my cousin and my brother, and I guess you could compete, and if you won, they gave you stars.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Sounds right.
And I lost by some sort of like cheating thing that they did. And
Cheaters.
I remember saying, pero yo debería tener 3 estrellas. And then they just kept making fun of me. It's like, what, did you turn into a Spanish speaking, like European Spanish? So
fancy.
but yeah, that was fun. I had fun playing with my family, and this one had the nice surprise of bringing back the original villain, which is normally the Four Swords world is Vati, the bad guy.
Yeah.
But in this one, they came back with Ganon, so I thought that was pretty cool, and he looked
Mm.
pretty big and
Oh,
buff.
I kind of remember that.
You remember? Oh, that's pretty cool.
Been a minute.
And I used to be player 4. That was my
That was your slot.
yeah.
That was your color.
Everybody used to say, "Damn, E4."
It's that 4 guy again.
Yeah, always making mistakes.
He's choking.
But yeah, it's basically Zelda, the classic old 2D Zelda with friends, which is fun. I think
Not a terrible sell.
the drawback of this one is that they're not too long, so it feels like a short game.
That's true.
It doesn't feel too much like Link to the Past because the music's not the same. It doesn't have that same atmosphere, but
That's true.
it's fun. It's fun. I liked it, so I enjoyed it. It's just so sad that it's going against Wind Waker.
Yeah, it's that's just the way the numbers don't lie once again.
I guess a lot of people didn't like it.
I guess it didn't sell as much, let's say. They're both good games, put it that way. Alrighty, so that means we're back to the voting. So let's go back to Miles. Miles, sir, between the 2 Legend of Zelda games we have in this bout, who are you picking, sir?
Yeah, see, this is kind of hard because I like they're both not bad games.
Well, they're Zelda games, and you're the Zelda guy.
Yeah, I'm the Zelda guy. Trademark Zelda guy.
He's literally got the coaster in his hand.
But I think despite Wind Waker's kind of misleading art style, it's still a good game.
Oh, yeah, it was great. It just wasn't that first trailer, was it?
Yeah, but I still think I know eventually Twilight Princess is here somewhere and feel it.
Perhaps. This
All
isn't a dissection of the Zelda and what the difference is. It's who you voting for, dog.
That being said,
A quick sentence or two and then a vote.
yeah, it'll be a Wind Waker for me.
Okay, there you go. Thank
Sorry,
you.
sorry.
Thank you, good sir. Thank you. Our
See,
listeners appreciate it as well.
Then part 2, see, we'll come back and we'll talk about more.
Well,
about
that's what I'm saying. There's more. Well, there's still more Wind Waker talk potentially in our future. Frank, tell us, who are you voting for?
Yes, I'll talk about Wind Waker the next round.
I see.
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. And just to make it official, yes, it is a clean sweep. Wind Waker is still the winner. Four Swords is really good, but one's the bigger single adventure narrative focus game, which that's me. So Wind Waker moves on to the next round. Mark it down. Alrighty, our next matchup here is our 4th and 13th seed. And I guess Miles will have to think on the fly if he wants to pick which one or he wants to do double duties because it's a Miles versus Miles battle. In the 4th place, we have Luigi's Mansion, debuted on the GameCube. And the game we already teased early on, we have Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life.
All right, here we go. All right.
So, Miles, do you want to do both these games? Do you want to pass the baton to someone?
I'll give it to you, bro, to describe Wonderful Life because I know it impacted you a bit more than me.
I suppose so.
I mean, it's the one.
I think it's the
one you got into the most.
I got it. Yes, compared to all the Harvest Moon games at the time. Yeah. All right, fair enough. All right, brother. Then why don't you start off with Luigi's Mansion, the big grand debut of the GameCube, and it's not Mario game.
Yeah, the Resident Evil Zone.
There's a mansion. Yes, that's about it.
Well, it had the little hand. I always remember because it had like.
It has a door. Yes, there's a mansion indoors in the mansion. Shocker.
So Luigi's Mansion. Obviously, it's the first game that came out when this is in launch. You know, not Mario. People were like, "Wait, where's Mario? Where is this?"
I'll jumping.
But you know, overall, it's pretty fun. You know, it. Obviously, Luigi's scared, you know, but he has a little vacuum, and you go around scatter. You know, you gather ghosts trying to, I guess, clean your inheritance. Or are you trying to find Mario?
I was gonna say inheritance, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, technically, because he won it.
Oh well, they trick him, right?
You bump into Professor Eglat, who's another staple character for like the puzzle games afterwards, like Mario. You know, he's a staple character after that.
Yeah, I guess he is.
But you know, your goal is to, you know, you get a flashlight, you have a little vacuum, you stun the ghost, you suck the ghost into your little vacuum, and you go around the house trying to find Mario.
So Alan Wake fans rejoice.
What's unique about it is, you know, the super ghosts, or I think like the portrait ghosts. You know, like they're very unique because some are
the big mini bosses. Question mark.
Yeah, they're babies, or they're like mini bosses because some depends on how you. Because the mansions divide different levels. You have to, like, once you beat the super boss or one of the area boss, then you can move on to
the next part of the house or mansion.
And their mansion that. And the part of me is the first time, I guess, my memorable moment for this game was when you're in the backyard, or like, you know, the garden, I guess.
I guess so.
And then you're like, what? You hear something and you go down the first time.
Oh. We're doing kind of the spoilers here, but yes.
Oh, I mean,
it's good.
I
I guess it's been 25 years, I suppose.
All right. You went there, I was spooked. There.
Yes, it was, at the time, it was like, what?
And it's weird because you go down there and you could, like,
well, you can see them.
Like, it's spooky, but it's for a kid.
For a little kid, and if all you play is Nintendo games, and you grew up with a very protective parent, let's say, like us.
Yeah.
For us, it's like, oh my goodness. I'm startled as a child.
But I said, like, if I still can't get enough good gold ranking because, you know, you get every bar, every pearl,
gotta catch
there's a money in different forms in this house.
Sure isn't a Wario game?
Yeah, I'm sorry, there's not WarioWare.
Waluigi?
Oh yeah, a Waluigi equivalent, because I would have grabbed all the money.
The fourth game.
Yeah, so there's that game.
There you go. It's Ghostbusters meets Alan Wake, I guess. All right, so that leaves me with Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. So, for those who don't know, this is one of the original Stardew Valleys, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
It's a farm simulator. You inherit a farm, and you have to bring it back from ruin and bring it back to, I don't know, the glory days.
Valley,
flourished in the valley. Save the town, save the farm, and the family inheritance, this and that. And this game is like, that I remember is the first 3D Harvest Moon game, real 3D game.
Yeah.
Because the PlayStation 1, which was Back to Nature, which is Nintendo 64 one, it has more of a isometrical Zelda view to it, so it's 3D-ish.
I intended to save the whole land, but no one, that game.
Oh, God, that game's terrible.
That clock's all over the place. That clock.
I played that game for one day. Terrible game. A Wonderful Life, much better game. Maybe my favorite of the Harvest Moon games. But yes, you go around, you buy the seeds, you go into town, you have to upgrade your watering can, your hatchet, your hammer, your sickle, so you could then get rid of the weeds, and you could plant your seeds and grow your crops, and then you sell the crops and make some money, and then the money you go do it all over again, or with that money then you could go and buy a cow or a horse or chickens, and then you have eggs and milk.
I think the first one that had goats, I think, if I remember correctly.
Maybe. But pretty, common farm animals. And then, of course, then you could buy the machines, so then you could turn the eggs into, like, mayonnaise and...
cheese.
Yeah, cheese, that's the other one, and stuff like that. Oh. So there's always something to level up, something to do, keep yourself busy. It is very much the kind of, like, daily tasker, because you pretty much live every day, and the timer's moving. It's moving a lot faster than in real time. It's not Animal Crossing, if you will. But yeah, you meet characters... in town, a little personality. You can then romance a character of your choosing. I don't think the GameCube only had a male option
well,
protagonist.
well, that's fine. For
later on.
For us in the U.S., we only got the male version because usually Hearts games usually
there's two versions, and they come out with the other one later on.
Yeah, because there's the another Wonderful Life, which is the girl version.
Where then you could then romance male bachelors.
And obviously the
bachelorettes.
new remake they did.
Well, they have both.
They have both of them together,
which just makes sense these days. So yes, you could pick your wife of your choosing, which I guess was kind of a first overall at the time. One of the first games that had that game mechanic. I mean, the other Harvest Moons had it too, but in general, the franchise.
Yeah,
as a guy who dabbles into visual novel games, where
and then we talk about which one.
Your wife
which one you did?
And if you didn't pick, on Wonderful Life, it was. Ooh, wait, no. I think I picked the farm.
Yeah,
girl.
Cecilia.
Maybe I have to. No, too fuzzy. It's been too long. Either way, do you like Stardew Valley? You should probably play A Wonderful Life, which they did put out on the Switch a few years ago, and I played it on stream for like 10 minutes, if anyone remembers. I know I got rid of that video as soon as possible. Nonetheless, it's a very good game, good farming simulation, so if you like those games, you should check out this game. And like I said, it's easy to play in these days, so there you go. So there are your two choices this time around, a spooky Mario game or the OG Stardew Valley. Alrighty, I guess we'll keep going. I feel like we need to shuffle this. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to produce that and serve it out. Frank, what do you think, sir? Out of these two choices, which one is getting your vote this time around? Are you familiar with either one of these games? My first question.
Familiar with the names.
But you never played either one.
Nope.
Okay. What sounds more like a Frank game to you, Frank?
Wonderful Life is a great movie, but not my kind of game.
That is a good movie.
Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion, going for the Mario game, or Luigi game in this case.
The real brother. The real
bro.
MVP.
There you go. The one who gets lost in the shadows. All right. Brother Miles, tell us, out of your two favorite games here, which one is going to take home the gold potentially?
Well, for a slight edge, mind you, because Wonderful Life's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But a slight edge will go to Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
Because, it's one I never played most when it came out, or we had it. And, and there's a lot more different sound cues, a lot of things I like a little bit more than Wonderful Life is.
Fair enough. For me, personally, I probably would have picked A Wonderful Life, but as you teased already, Miles, that was the Harvest Moon I really got into. And I did play a decent amount of the other one, but that was the one I really got into and wanted to get my crops and wanted to go up the hills to get those mushrooms or the, what do they call it? The truffles.
Yeah, truffles. Oh,
the money makers.
Truffles. That and pineapples.
And then,
avoid the pineapples.
I like that daily routine and this and that, and got me into that kind of genre of gaming for sure. So that's what we. But Luigi Mansion is also a very good game and is also moving on this time around. Let me just mark it down. Alrighty, that moves up to our 5th and 12th seed competition. This is going to be a me versus Frank round.
Make another appearance.
Another appearance again. My 5th seed is Metroid Prime numero uno. And Frank's Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Another game that used more GameCube accessories, if I remember right.
Yeah.
He likes all. He was rolling in them GameCube dollars back in the day. Alrighty, so I am being the higher seed will go first and talk about Metroid Prime. It's Metroid goddamn Prime. What is there to say? It's a hell of a game, isn't it, gentlemen? This is what brought Metroid to first person. It gave the GameCube a cutting edge to that lunchbox. That was a sharp edge thanks to this game. Ooh, it's a rated T for teens. Whoa, Nintendo never does rated teen games. It's so violent. Whoa.
Yeah.
As a fan of the Metroid series, never played not at this point in time when Metroid 1 came out. Metroid Prime 1, I should say, came out. The only one I really played was Super Metroid, and I liked it, but Miles loved Super Metroid, so I was lucky if I was able to get a controller with that game loaded up on the system, so I didn't get a chance to play it as much, let's say.
Gotta clean it all.
But really, for me, it was Metroid Prime that really got me more interested into the Metroid universe and all the games in the catalog. And I just thought, early on, I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, oh, wow, a gritty shooter on a Nintendo console. That's crazy. Made by Nintendo. That's crazy. And as long as the shooting was good, I was going to be like happy with this experience. We got that, and we got more because it was also still a Metroid game in its core mechanics.
Yeah.
It just so happens it's now 3D. We were running around looking for new places to travel, new ways to get across the map, and this and that, locked doors, areas you couldn't do until you got that certain ability or this or that. And so I thought that was cool. I really thought graphically this was like, now this is new. Now we're playing with power over here on the Nintendo GameCube with this game. I thought it was gorgeous, beautiful. Little attention to details where like sometimes you'd see her face in certain shots and reflections in the light and the snowy events, this and that. I was like, whoa, you can't with the power of the GameCube.
Like that, and her when you unlock abilities and like the whole animation sequence, if like you unlock the the power suit, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Sequence.
And the music cues that you remember from back in the day, which still slap, that was still there. Going the back and forth, like I said. Surprising at the time, I thought, we talked about Metroid Prime 4. Maybe I have different thoughts today. But back then, I thought the scanning little ability, little mechanic, how you want to phrase it, I thought was interesting enough and give you cool lore about the creatures, inhabitants that you would face on that adventure. And I liked it was good motivation by scanning everything. Then you would unlock the real ending, and then you could see Samus without the helmet. Whoa, crazy! And then you might be disappointed because you're like, "Where's the bikini?"
Yeah, all times have changed, huh? There,
indeed. I guess times have changed. Where's the green hair? But yes, like I said, this is the game that really pushed me into the universe, franchises, and that. And yeah, we got a lot more Metroid shortly after that with the Fusion and the remake of Metroid 1 with Zero Mission on the Game Boy Advance. So yeah, despite very different, they kept the core mechanics and just slapped it a first-person shooter, and it all worked beautifully, in my opinion. And that's why you should vote for Metroid Prime 1 this time around. Alrighty, Frank, it's your turn to tell us all about Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
I feel like Fusion came out at the same time.
It might have actually.
Roughly around.
Pretty darn close.
I'm pretty sure it did because you get bonus if you unlocked I think you unlocked the Fusion skin, one or the other.
Yeah, I had it.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Crystal Chronicles. I feel like this is a game that was advanced for its time. It had some things that, thinking about it, I'm like, I think if they would have made a game like this now, it would have been better. Because the way I see it, it's kind of like Destiny, but with Final Fantasy. It would have been cool, like, because it's basically what it is. You go on raids, and then you have to go with your teammates, and you get power-ups and stuff like that. So that, and then I think online would have worked, or works better for this, other than you have to buy these extra accessories to.
Yeah, that's what it. That's what it was.
So it was really fun though, because I'm really into the Final Fantasy world. Even though this one kind of threw me off because it's more of the Evilist world, because it has the Moogle and it has the not just Evilist. It's in particular like the Final Fantasy Advanced Evilist. Because it has the creatures similar to them. It has one of the best opening songs in my opinion. I really like that song. I don't know if you guys remember it.
I don't think so.
I think it's called something Win. I don't know. It's pretty challenging because you have to coordinate with your teammates, and if you don't have good teammates, oh man, because there is no like fire level 2, fire guy, whatever. On its own, you have to time it. And then depending on how well you time it, you get the next level.
That's right. I remember that.
So it's pretty hard to do the advanced spells because you'll be like, all right, no.
Teamwork is not the dream work sometimes.
Together.
And then
I said together.
And then to do the certain stuff, you combine weird abilities. I'm like, what? Gravity? Like what? So that was pretty cool mechanic. Like it's also like one of the first, if not the first one, of action RPG for Final Fantasy.
I think so.
So it kind of reminds me a little bit of Remake is right now. Because of that kind of like you move around and
with 7
attack. Yeah. So that's why I like to think of it. It's advanced for its time, but it just wasn't the time to do that.
Too soon.
It wasn't the time to do that.
Too soon.
But it was fun. The final boss was hard, really weird, but it did feel like a final boss sometimes. I don't like it when they don't feel like final boss. But
you want that feeling.
Fun game to play with. You had rich friends back then.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I remember playing it like at a demo, but realizing like, I don't know. I don't think I know enough people. Let alone we definitely don't have all these accessories to.
I know people, but we don't have the stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a bit of a hill. I remember that
because it was an investment that you didn't want to make just for one game.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, especially when we were still youngsters and. If it was Christmas time, our parents would be like, let's see, do I get him the new Mario game or do I get him all these goobity-gock things with this new game?
He doesn't even have friends.
It hurts because it's true. Alrighty, so there you go. There's our two fighters this time around. Once again, to be different. Miles, why don't you go first? Tell us who's taking home the gold.
You know, I remember a little bit of the Crystal Chronicles, and I never also like they're like you gotta get this and this and that and this. If you want to do it, like no classic Square or it would be Squaresoft at the time still.
I guess them people, the Final Fantasy people.
They're like trying to squeeze all the money out of us, huh? Let's see, what was the last other one? The
Metroid.
Metroid.
Prime Uno.
Yeah, Metroid Prime 1 is a standard. It's a class, the one everyone remembers. I'm surprised when they did remaster didn't screw that up.
Still need to go back to it, damn it.
But it was one because people weren't sure of like coming 2D to 3D. And
yes, a lot of people were not confident, and plus it had a terrible like development cycle, nightmare fuel stuff.
But I didn't the music's pretty good. It was like easy going in and out places, and all the story, despite
and the vote is There's a chance we'll get back to it, Miles. There might be Metroid Prime talk.
Wait, hold on a second.
I was gonna say it's not over yet. It's just round one.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime.
So it sounds like I was gonna say I think Metroid is the safe bet here. Alrighty, and now everyone can lock that one. Frank, good sir, are you staying with your Final Fantasy, or are you gonna stab it in the back?
This is a tough one. I really love this game. I think people should play it, and that's why I put it on the list. It's one of those games that I think are not well known.
That's true.
But I'm gonna stab it in the back. Yeah.
that being said, don't let it just out you go.
You'll do it quickly, nice and quickly, right,
Yes,
Frank?
yes.
Just one.
Like, that's like a hug. Like a James hug.
It's okay. It's okay. Rest.
It's rest now.
But yeah, I'll talk about Metroid next.
All right, Metroid is. And yes, I should say, is also going for Metroid. I did not have enough friends and or accessories to play Crystal Chronicles properly.
The poor little Muko. Kupo.
Yeah.
Kupo.
Let's see here. That means our next matchup is our 6th and 11th seed. It is once again me and Frank duking it out here.
Good luck.
My 6th seed is Animal Crossing versus Frank's.
Didn't we have this already?
Animal Crossing? I might have mentioned
A Beautiful Life is
No.
Oh, is that a different game?
That's a different. No, Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing are two different things.
Oh, okay.
They have similar vibes, I'll give you that, but they are two different games.
Okay.
That's funny. But the 11th seed is Soul Calibur 2 for the Nintendo GameCube, starring Link. Or featuring Link, let's say. Alrighty. Once again, it's my turn to tell you all about Animal Crossing, another Nintendo staple now in their giant umbrella. So yes, this is the first entry, at least for us, because I think in Japan it came out on the 64.
Yeah, but it was
the hard drive thing, I think.
Yeah, the 64 DD or whatever.
Something like that, yeah. But we got it over here on the Nintendo GameCube, and like I said, this is the first time we're doing it. And kind of like Harvest Moon, it has a bit of a even more an extreme version of Harvest Moon, where it is the timer in reality is the timer in the game. And so if you wanted to go to the store and to go shopping, you'd have to wait till, I think, 8 o'clock or something in the real world, unless you manipulate the time, which you could do, but don't do it. You time travel you cheater, you.
It says it's here.
I remember you cheaters out there trying to get all the turnips and everything in between. And so that was the fun thing about this game. And it, to me, was the first time I felt like I seen that in a video game format where I'm used to, like, it's one big epic adventure where you're Link and you got to save Zelda, go, and you keep going and going hours and hours and hours, and you beat it with, like, I don't know, week or month, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But here in Animal Crossing, it's like, no, easy. There's no, relax. No prince has been captured. She's not in another castle. Take it easy. Would you like to get an apple? Shake that tree. Maybe there might be some bells in that tree. Shake that tree.
Pay your bills. You want to?
Yeah. You want to pay? You want to pay off your debt before Tom Nook breaks your kneecaps?
What?
Yeah, the important stuff. You learn responsibilities as an adult, but in a fun, cute way. But yes, but the game core philosophy of this game is more, you come in, you do your kind of daily runs, you got like maybe an hour in the morning, you can play, maybe at night before Tom Nook closes up shop for the day. Yeah. You might sneak in, get a couple more bells, pay off that loan he's got you on. And yeah, you just customize the world, make your own house, customize inside the house. Each different person, you have multiple people. So that was the interesting concept about that game. Is that there's like local co-op kind of in the game, not together though, but
Yeah.
separately. So if like for instance, me and Miles, we'd be playing and I would play my character, go in the same town and do whatever my daily routines to see so and so and collect money and this and that. But then later on, when I'm like, I don't know, went to school or went to work or whatever the case may be.
You went to school?
I know, right? Oh, I'm a delinquent. Miles would show up and then he would do his things, right? But of course, we then can leave each other like messages, or one could like just take all the good stuff from the ocean, sea, the shells, and pay off his own house debt and screw me over, or vice versa, however it may be. So you could kind of mess around with each other.
We all got to pay their coon somehow.
Yeah, everyone's got to pay Tom Nook.
Did that happen?
Oh, perhaps. Perhaps. But to be fair, might have been the more sinister younger brother.
It was going to break my kneecaps.
There you go. Exactly. I didn't want it to happen to me. But yeah, so a lot of little interactions like that, and you would find the messages, and you then keep like a little chain fun game going of like, I think at the time you could drop obscenities, kind of, if I remember right.
I think can I leave you stuff? I think.
Yeah, you could leave each other stuff in the mailboxes,
I did.
and you could leave like, here's some cash, and also here's a thing that's worth like one bell. F you, basically. So yeah, a lot of like interactions, a whole world to explore, the characters, this and that. And yeah, I got really addicted to it, and I thought, like I said, the fact that you don't sit down and try to beat the game, you just live with the game.
Yeah.
And holidays and this and that would happen. So very cool to feel like you're really part of the world because the time was the same. And you left it alone.
And then you always feel bad because when you like don't go for a long minute, they're like, oh
yes, I haven't seen you in a week. Are you okay?
I'm like, oh, everything, bro.
Quick story, I did revisit was it Animal Crossing New Horizons on the Switch because they made that update patch at the beginning of the year. It was like, I haven't seen you in 4 years, bro. Where the hell have you been? So like that was crazy. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Wait, they said that?
Yes. The characters are aware how long it's been since you've met them and this and that. It takes, like I said, it feels like the world's alive, man. It's crazy.
And you feel sad. You're like,
you think you just come back?
Yeah. think you just walk in here like you own the place? I haven't seen you in years.
Reset the game.
Pretty much. I don't like this guy anyway. Stupid villager. Alrighty, Frank. Let's go over to you and let's talk about Soul Calibur 2, everyone's favorite fighting game.
Wow, what to say about a fighting game? People fight.
That checks out.
Well, Soul Calibur 2 I'm not really into fighting games. Very few, like Smash Brothers, this.
That's it.
Maybe
period.
Marvel vs. Capcom games.
Okay, I'll take that.
So for me to like a game, it's pretty fighting game.
Gotta do something good.
And for some reason, this game reminds me a lot about Time Splitter. It's one of those games that I wish there was more of because I feel like the fighting characters cast, I like them. I like the Nightmare guy. I think my character was called Cassandra.
Yes, the shield hero.
Link, I always wanted to use Link, but my cousin was like,
always playing Link.
That's my character.
Back up.
You choose your own.
There's only one Link here. Only one hero time here.
Yeah. But strangely enough, once I found that I was best with Cassandra, kind of got pretty good at it within my own household. And because usually I suck and I'm terrible at these games.
Mm-hmm.
I put up a fight in this. This is one of the few games I can put up a fight against my. I'm not saying I'm good. Just against my family.
Oh, it's a tournament. It's a real tournament.
There you go. Here we
go. And
next March.
And so that was fun because I wasn't always getting my butt whooped. But I liked not the arcade part of it. There was like I don't know what to call it, like a story mode or like a quest mode.
Kind of, yeah.
And that was so fun because one, I love leveling up, and the better you did in this, I'm gonna call it story mode, the better titles you would get. And that was just like, it's kind of like Hades. You
oh yeah,
where you would it doesn't do nothing, but it's just like, oh, now I'm a grandmaster, now I'm a supreme lord, whatever. And I just kept like, ooh, what's
damn,
next?
I'm so cool.
It's kind of like I watched my brother play Mario Kart 3, and he would move up in rank, and he was like Galaxy Lord or something like that.
Right.
And I was like, yeah. So that was pretty cool. I don't know how far I got, but I felt like I got pretty far, and that was just the best for me. The best I think is what kept me going for do that fighting game. So that was pretty cool. I like it. Part 3 had something similar, but it didn't live up to it. But it was still fun. I'm just sad that there's no more of it. If you like fighting games, this is probably not a bad one to check out. And there's 3 versions actually.
Yes.
There's Link, GameCube, Takachi.
What's his
name?
Hiachi.
The Tekken guy.
Hitachi.
And what was the Xbox one?
Spawn.
Spawn.
Oh, well. Did you guys rehearse this?
Yeah, exactly. We're in sync.
So it's a cool game. Cool game that
I got his Animal Crossing message.
Yeah.
if you're looking for a
Old
old old game, fighting game, then this is one that I would recommend.
It is a hell of a game.
Don't know what one is like.
It's also very good. I was on the Dreamcast. We'll see. Alrighty, gentlemen. It's time to do some voting, I guess. I'll go first. Animal Crossing, as I mentioned, liked it quite a bit. It is my chosen one. Soul Calibur, also a very good fighting game. I do remember that's one of the handful of fighting games I really got into. I definitely used Link was my weapon of choice. It was like Link.
Or Jackie, the guy with the twin, the
Nunchucks? Oh, that, yes. I am still going to stick with my guns and say Animal Crossing because, like I said, I thought at the time the way the game was designed was more inventive because, Soul Calibur 2, a lot of fun, but it's a fighting game. Yeah, I know how those play. And Animal Crossing at the time was a little bit different, and I still think is different to this day. And I've played more Animal Crossing recently than Soul Calibur, so another reason why. Frank, sir, what about you?
Well, I haven't played Animal Crossing, but it doesn't sound like a bad game. It's just time is limited, and I can't.
You just have to play an hour a day, Frank. An hour a day.
That's like the mobile games. That's like saying the Genshin Impact. Oh, you just gotta do your dailies.
Just do your dailies, Frank. Basically, yeah.
And then you're like, oh, what's over here? Like,
Exactly.
no.
Pull.
There you go.
Yeah. Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur too.
I
Sticking with your guns.
Yeah, I think it's a tough matchup. I feel bad for my pick for once.
I feel guilty now.
Yeah, because the other picks I went against my own pick.
Sticking. I see.
I will hold on
The
to you no
guilt.
matter what.
We're in this together, buddy.
Let's go down with the ship together.
There you go. As Frank shoved all the shoved Crystal Chronicles off the boat earlier, 2 minutes earlier.
He's the one that stabbed it first.
All right. It sounds like Miles, then you're the deciding factor, brother. And if you know what's good for you, if you want, I'm just saying, Miles, there might be a couple extra bells waiting for you if you vote the right way. I'm just saying.
He took
Tom looks sensitive to cards.
Remember all the bad
Yeah. Hey, well, you know if it's good for you.
Tom says,
Remember
Says
all the
hello.
bad stuff he did to you in the game. All those resources.
Nah, he was
took.
helping. He just wanted to expand he got a new basement, new attic. He's helping you out. He's doing you a favor.
It's a traumatic game.
And do yourself a favor and vote Animal
Mr.
Crossing.
Nook would appreciate it if you would go.
If you saw it his way. Be ashamed of something that happened to your new basement. Be ashamed.
Does he say that?
No.
No, but you could infer it. That's the best part.
It wouldn't be hard to get there. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think Animal Crossing is probably the more innovative game.
Mhm.
I think it without that, it allows interaction that we couldn't see before. Like, because interacting, I could do this, you could do that, and you actually had to time management. It was like, now it's like Pokemon Link Gold and Silver, but I think it's very unique because it opened a lot of gameplay mechanics that we haven't had before. All the other neighbors you can get that's not your buddy's characters are kind of unique and don't wear personalities, give them certain things.
So Soul Calibur?
So I was going to say, and with all that, what's Soul Calibur?
Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing.
Alrighty, well,
But it's part 2.
it's the sequel. It's better than the first one.
But
2 times better.
Yeah.
That's just the map checks out.
But Mr. Nook says no.
Poor Miles, he wants to be able to walk tomorrow. Alrighty, so let's see. We're getting close to the end here, gentlemen. We're now at our 7th and 10th seed battle, and this is a Ray versus Miles bout. Look, it's all an abbreviation. I'm like, what the hell's this game? Number 7 goes to me because it is Paper Mario.
Oh, come on now.
1,000-Year Door.
Rigged.
And we have Miles's Metroid Prime 2.
Good luck.
So, alrighty, being the top seed, I guess I will go first. Paper Mario 1,000-Year Door, which I recently talked about it on the last year because they had the remake on the
haven't
Switch.
played the remake yet.
Plays like the GameCube one. Not much difference from what I can recall. So if you're curious, you can just play the Switch version and feel like you're not messed up. Probably a little bit cleaner, I guess, being HD versus the GameCube version. But either version of the game, great game. It's Paper Mario. For those who don't know, Paper Mario is more of an RPG than a platformer. You take your turns. The interesting thing is here versus your traditional turn-based combat, there's a bit of a real-time action going on. When the enemies attack, you can counter at them with your hammer or jump over them, which then in case you can maybe counter damage them instead. So, turn it about. Time-sensitive. I'm a fan of music rhythm games myself. I like that mechanic quite a bit. You're on a grand adventure to save Princess Peach yet again. But it's a little bit different than the typical Mario formula because the premise off the bat is, but to spice things up, you actually do cut to Princess Peach and her new captives because it isn't Bowser.
Yeah.
But you also do cut to Bowser, so you see what he's up to. And that's a lot of flavor comes into that. This game is having different perspectives from time to time. Every chapter, so you would switch character to see what they're up to because like all the stories are happening in real time at the same time. Absolutely hilarious, the writing.
And how they got away with that writing.
Yeah, and once again, for a person who grew up with Nintendo, the Super Nintendo in particular, and knowing this is the house of Mario, we keep a nice, clean, family-friendly house out here. And this game, both this and the Switch version, are not afraid to be a little bit more of a, let's say, a teen rating, let's say. They never just flat out curse or do anything like that, but they infer more negative, harmful things to other characters. You do kind of bump into the mafia in that game and this and that. A lot of, like I said, a lot of wacky, kooky characters you meet along the journey. You get new partners who have different skills and abilities. They come into play with the different enemies you fight along the way, where there's a lot more strategy comes along the line, which is a Fire Emblem fan I really appreciate. And yeah, it just feels like a big epic journey. Very hilarious. You see Luigi shows up. There's a whole comedy bit throughout the whole game about Luigi.
And a game that never happened but should have.
Yeah, and it's just hilarious. Like I said, very funny. The Paper Mario designs I think is kind of neat. For those who don't know, Paper Mario, the game it's a 3D game but on a 2D plane, and so you could walk around the map in 3D, but everyone you see will turn like left to right because everyone's paper-like. So I thought that was a cool mechanic on the original game, and obviously a little bit cleaner and nicer on the GameCube. And so it was just nice to see that concept fully developed, and they have play with that because sometimes because you're a flat 2D object, you might need to do something with that in order to solve the puzzle and this and that. So a bit of a good brain teaser here and there. But yeah, for all those reasons, that's why Paper Mario 1000 Year Door is a great game, is why you should vote for it this time around. There you go. Let's move on to Miles's Metroid Prime 2. Tell us all about the sequel, brother. How good it is.
All right. So after we talked about the first game, here's the sequel. So this one, like every Metroid, always starts the same. Oh no, I'm just gonna go investigate a planet. Planet's in turmoil
Again.
And I'll lose my abilities once again.
She's so clumsy.
But this time, no, their evil beings took all her powers away.
That's not nice.
I say the Enigma's world because there's a light and dark mechanic, and you travel between both light and dark versions of the world. So when you're light, you don't have to worry about losing your health, but when you're dark world, you constantly lose health all the time.
You turn to a bunny.
And then these weird creatures.
Frank got it.
And then these weird creatures you can't really shoot with at the moment because you couldn't really attack them yet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot like, oh, I gotta be careful when you're forced to go in there without able to fight these things.
How I was gonna say survival horror, but it's more like just horror games of them.
And you kind of jump around, kind of like, okay, I'm gonna can't, as long as I keep surviving, I'll lose my health and
I'm
move.
vulnerable.
Then you go back to the light, and of course you get power ups, and like traditional Metroid does. Kind of like the first game, a lot of scanning, a lot of lore inside the scan. So if you read up everything, there are a lot of things like that. I think the suits are a little more cooler or more different than the first one's power ups. Other than maybe the black Phazon suit at the end of the first one. Light or darkness will win at the end of the day. Nomura will love this game a lot.
I'm gonna say Sora.
But anything is that you had to worry about ammo. you constantly to worry about.
Oh yeah.
That's like it's like
forgot about that.
But it's like, and there's only 3 shots compared to the other one. It is unique because a lot of your power. When you have to get abilities, you have to beat bosses to get your abilities back. So it's like, okay, now he has my bomb ability. I got to destroy him a certain way to get the bomb ability back. So hey, look, now I can bomb things again.
I'll door roll with them.
But it was neat at the time. I still surprised that they didn't remaster that game either.
Still waiting.
Nintendo, it's okay. You could do it now. They need to give us the fourth one.
It wouldn't hurt.
But overall, it's a pretty game. Not as proliferant as the first one, obviously, because the first one has more relevance. It's like the first of its thing. But it's a nice follow up afterwards, like the Majora's Mask to the certain way.
I guess I can see that.
Now obviously Majora's Mask with less time, but
well, that's the crazy part on that one.
And that's only my turn.
Let's be different. Miles, why don't you go first this time around? Spice it up. Are you sticking with your man? Or are you bringing out the knife?
Nah, it's painful, but I can't. Paper Mario Down Your Door is. I like the characters more. Koopas for the win.
Coops for the win again.
Yeah, I know. No, because it's a little better. And
Goombrella?
and
Goobrella?
Goobrella. You know,
She smash talks everyone.
Yeah,
This guy's a pushover, Mario. You could take him.
yeah, take him out. But you know, I think it has a little more character, more pizzazz. Obviously, a lot of like crazy for being a Nintendo game at the time. It was a crazy. How they let like how Miyamoto did not solve the scripts of that game when it
Snuck that one past them, I guess.
Overall, it's a more funner game. Both of them are good games. You know, this is very like we're like
it was 7-10.
It's like it's we're like scraping here at the edge of like what makes the game better than the other, right? It's like very, very, very close.
Let's go to Frank. Frank, sir, who would your vote be?
Metroid.
Metroid. You haven't played 1,000 Year Door.
No, but it sounds like a game I would like. It sounds like it's a lot like Superstar Saga.
Definitely close.
So
you could do style points.
Those are the basic.
I forgot you could do that.
Those are the few Mario games that I like.
The ones no jumping or less jumping.
Yeah.
Not as much jumping.
So it's. I want to play that game. I want to play Mario RPG, and I think I'm missing.
Oh yeah, I never played a remake. Never played a remake of that one. That's
been sitting collecting dust.
But yeah, like for me, I think that even if I did play it, I would choose Metroid over this because it was just a sequel done right, and I'm still mad that Halo 2 got a better ranking than this game.
Hate for Halo.
Unfair
voting. I don't know what's going on.
It's bias.
Rigged.
So it's all up to me, gentlemen. Who should I pick? This is a tough one. It's my choice or Miles' pick.
Yeah. All right. We get it.
Who's better, me or him?
Let me see here. Who's the real gamer between us?
How many wins it got in this bracket?
Who paid off Tom Nook's loan first? Metro Prime 2. Good game. Good follow-up sequel. And I think it was a 2-year turnaround, so pretty
2-year
close.
turnaround, pretty fast.
Not bad. Did a lot of things right. Is probably after the first game is probably my second favorite Metroid Prime game. But not as good as Paper Mario, 1,000 Year Door.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sticking with Mr. Mario. So Paper Mario moves on to the next round. Let's hear. That leaves us one final round in our Sweet 16. Ooh, here we go. It is a Miles. I got to take a break. A Miles and Frank matchup this time. This is the head-to-head close race because we're dealing with the 8th and 9th best-selling game on our list roster we have this time around. We have Miles' Pikmin and Frank's Donkey Kong Konga.
Oh.
So bring out your...
That's my highest rated game that I think.
Apparently, numbers sales-wise, yes. Yes, it is, Frank.
That was good.
Sold a lot of bongo drums, apparently. But let's start off with Miles' 8th seed Pikmin. Tell us, brother, why should we play Mr. Miyamoto's Pikmin?
Yeah, Mr. Miyamoto, he really loves Pikmin. He really pushes a lot for this franchise. It's pretty simple. Pretty much, you're an alien. You're an astronaut who lands on a similar planet to Earth, but it's Earth, isn't it? But it's bigger and not.
You're small.
And they're big.
Have you seen Gulliver's Travels?
And your ship broke, and you gotta find parts of your ship to get the heck out of there. But your ship's still able to move around everywhere, which is there.
Just can't break orbit.
Yeah, just can't break orbit. Reasons. You have a timer. You have 30 days to find a store. I guess I guess you die. I guess I never why is there a timer to start with?
Maybe they eat your parts. I don't know.
Some of them do, I think.
So pretty much, as you explore the planet, you find these little plant-like creatures called Pikmin.
Maybe you run out of oxygen.
Maybe that's what it was.
That actually might be it, actually.
I'm trying to think. Maybe you're right, Frank, because I think it's meant to get like the... What's a part you get? If you find a part, I think you can...
Right, you have so many days to get it. And plus, it's video game mechanics, isn't it?
Yeah. So, you explore different parts of the world, like a level, I guess, whatnot. And you find these plant-like creatures called Pikmin, which they follow you like a little army or command.
Mm-hmm.
Different colors. They each have different unique abilities, and you explore the world trying to get these big giant bug creatures. I guess.
Yeah. Bizarro bug creatures
that literally eat the Pikmin. So a lot of you had to you gotta make sure you have a big army to take these guys out, because you don't want them to
take you out or your Pikmin.
And a lot of exploring life, you get certain things to make more Pikmin. You get more Pikmin to gather, I guess, parts for your ship and to take it before the sun sets down, so that way.
Oh yes,
because that's another time.
There's like a
mechanic.
cycle thing going on in that game. You have so much time every day
Because if you
to
don't
explore,
the pigment get eaten up, and the
and then you'll feel guilty because you're a monster.
And you look at it, and then it show, and it's,
You see like the little ghost spirits,
and they show you on screen as you're leaving.
yeah.
Like,
Don't
I guess-
leave me! Don't leave
And
me!
it's on the pigment, and you see the monster, and
No! Yeah.
and then
Link. Faster, boys, faster.
but there's a lot of time mechanics, a lot of time management, a lot of strategic planning, because certain pigment only could go certain ways. So you have to get, but you have enough of those pigment to like go in the water or do certain things, because if you don't have enough, you won't get able to get anything really fast. So it's a very strategic game. You have to be on your toes because you cannot waste a day.
It's like, to me, or at least, I don't know, I don't play a lot of these games, but it was the first real-time strategy game I played and kind of liked.
And I said, it's Miyamoto's baby because he loves promoting the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Forever.
I think that was like the last game that Miyamoto like really directed versus like a producer role.
Yeah. It's like, hey guys, this one making another Pigment. Oh yeah, do make another one, huh? How about another game?
I need to catch up on 3 and 4.
I'm another Star Fox. No, okay.
No.
Star Fox Adventures, anyone?
Yeah, no. We saw the rare version. That also didn't work at all. Alrighty, Frank. Tell us all about Donkey Kong Konga.
Wow, have you ever wanted to play something similar to Guitar Hero, but with
Yes.
monkeys?
Maybe?
Oh no, gorillas.
Even
Yeah.
better.
Donkey Konga is, I don't even know why Donkey Kong's involved in this game, but it's a game where you basically, it's like Guitar Hero, but instead of the guitar, you play with drums. And I don't think it has any Nintendo songs, does it?
There might be one or two themes, like literally like Mario's theme and Zelda's Overlord.
Overworld.
That's what I was gonna say.
Overlord.
Overlord's the anime. I was like, wait, no, something's wrong there.
Because all the songs that I remember are like,
The license,
normal
Well, they're radio
Yeah.
songs,
Yeah.
popular songs.
popular songs. So not much to it. You bang the drums on the top, or you could do the side. And another game that you need access to.
I was gonna say Frank was a high roller.
Frank
He had
got-
all
Frank
the
got
toys
that.
and accessories.
Frank has all the money over here.
He had all the GameCube controllers, all the wave birds, all the colors. He had the Cube, the Panasonic Cube,
Yeah.
GameCube.
Wow.
This is rolling in dough.
No, I'm not rich.
He's one of the people.
He is now for all the accessories. He
There
sold
you
them
go.
all.
He's thinking about it though.
Actually, I still have those drums.
Nice.
It was cool. I like these games because I don't know. I haven't played too much Guitar Hero, but I really remember enjoying going through every song and trying to get like 3 stars or whatever.
Oh yeah, yes, you do.
And I'm a sucker for when they do stuff like that.
Gotta get that.
Oh, you didn't get enough points. You gotta get.
You
Like
could
one.
do better.
But it was like difficult within reason. It's not difficult like now. The rhythm was like, holy crap, you can't do this.
Yeah, no, their rhythms don't. No,
No, it's like who's doing this? Like, damn, what robots are out there, getting perfect scores on these things?
I know, right?
But yeah, it's just a music game, fun. I want to say I recommend you playing it, but it might be a little hard to get your hands on this game.
You does need that particular
'Cause
conga
you would-
bongo
Yes.
setup, which I don't know if those. I'm assuming they're expensive, but maybe not too expensive. I don't know. I have to look it up.
It's kind of like the other games. Like, are we just getting this just for this one game?
Yeah, it is another. Hey,
Well,
there's
well-
two. There's two music rhythm games, and there's the platformer one. So you get 3 games with this accessory
Yeah.
that I think was like $100 when it came out.
Mhm.
It was not cheap.
Yeah.
Alrighty, gentlemen. Let's go back to Miles and see what Miles is up to. What is he voting for? Does he like his Pikmin or does he like his music rhythm games all of a sudden?
It's funny because I think I never actually beaten Pikmin. The more I think about it.
Oh, really? Huh.
Because time I feel like I think I screw up by the 14th day or something like that. Because it's all about management. You got
Right, you have to manage the time, and if you don't do it right, it's game over, man.
And I
Gotta rotate them saves.
that's why like in Pikmin 2 and 3, all the newer ones don't have that.
They took out that mechanic.
because that was just too stupid. Or maybe it was more hard. It's a
sense of urgency, I guess.
What's like Fire Emblem Awakening, right? They put casual.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
As Ray says, you play that mode,
Baby.
Yeah, but I think Pikmin's still the more creative one. It's the one that there's more games of than the
Once again, we got two of those. Wait, did both of those come out here, or was that second sequel game only in Europe or something?
No, they're. Oh no, wait, no, it didn't.
The Europe has the second.
Europe has a second.
We only got 2 games. I take it back, Frank. You only got 2 games to play if you're a North American kid, unless you got a ticket to Europe.
Yeah, because Europe, they licensed.
They had, that's what it was. All right, let's go to Frank. Frank, sir. But have you ever played Pikmin, Frank?
I played a little bit. It's a game I've been wanting to play.
Kind of curious. I feel like I've never heard you mention Pikmin.
There's I guess a remaster. I don't know if it's a remaster.
I mean, there's a Switch version.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with my player.
Sticking with your guns.
Donkey Konga.
Donkey Konga. I mean, this is a tough one because it comes down to me yet again, as always, as usual on this podcast. I do like both these games. Donkey Kong Konga, I'm a music rhythm fan, as I mentioned before, so there's that. Pikmin was another game that I feel like the description and this and that, I was kind of like, am I going to like this game? Is this really for me? But when I finally did play it, I did like it enough. I did like the little bit of strategy, this and that. And I think it just had the right enough, like, cute and charm, but also kind of like sad and like depressing maybe a little bit. It's an interesting mix, I guess.
Don't leave your Pikmin behind, everybody.
Yes. After a little bit of thought to consideration, I am going to give the nod to Miles' Pikmin. The big reason why is if this was the Donkey Kong platformer game, I think I actually would have given that the vote. Because I remember playing that one a little bit more than the music rhythm game. One reason, another reason, I guess, to feel better about myself and my choice. The thing I hated about that Donkey Kong Konga game, the cover songs of all the pop music are like the worst, like kids bop. It's like, oh, that's my face.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my, what do we find? Like,
I
bunch of
never
eight-year-olds?
going like, what is this?
Kids saying like, you know these songs, you hear them all the day on the radio, and then all of a sudden to have these like kid versions.
Shout out to Guitar Hero 1 for actually playing something sound pretty similar.
Well, that was yes, and that was the thing. It definitely, this is Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero would knock this out in an instant, One Punch Man KO. But for me, my money's still with Pikmin. So Miles' Pikmin's moving along. Alrighty, gentlemen, welcome back to our little podcast. We had a little couple of lighting difficulties, but we're gonna move along here on the podcast. That's just show business. And now that we've gone through our Sweet 16, it's time to do our Elite 8 out of our winners from last time around, and get closer and closer to King A Champion of 2026. Let's see here. Our first matchup is Miles versus me, little pick. It's Smash Brothers versus Pikmin. And I guess we'll just go directly to voting this time around since we kind of described these games. And, I think these are both popular games that most people know about, so we can just get to it. Let's go. I'm going to pass the baton over to Frank. Frank, why don't you get us started? Who would you vote for this time around?
I feel bad for Pikmin because I've seen gameplay of it. I'm very interested in playing it, but personally, I haven't gotten my hands on it. So just all the memories I have with getting beat up in Melee
still sticks with you?
Are
fresh
still, and I don't really want to go back to that Zelda.
Brother, no.
That Zelda level where everybody meets downstairs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. And the fight goes on forever. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the best level, but still.
The best and the worst.
Smash Brothers by default wins.
Miles, brother, Pikmin or Smash?
Pikmin, because I remember Smash, and that's why we're not going to choose Smash.
What's the matter, brother? You don't have any nightmares like Frank, do you?
Yeah.
Who did this to you, brother?
Who did this?
Ooh.
Let me go find out. Let me go.
Yeah.
He might be in this room.
Is it Tom Nook again? He's up to no good again?
I gotta meet this Tom.
You don't wanna. He's a bad man.
You don't want any of this. You don't want any of this, man. You don't want any.
Alrighty, so once again, gentlemen, it's back to me. All roads lead to Ray. Let's see here. Well, it's a me pick versus a Miles pick. This is tough. Tough.
How much you struggle, brother?
I like Pikmin.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think I like it as much as Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
So yeah, the number one seed lives on another day. Shocker. Alrighty, let's see here. We're back to then it'd be our seventh seed duking it out. No, this is me versus me, because it's no, I'm too strong for myself. It's Mario Kart Double Dash or Paper Mario 1,000-Year Door.
I think we know the answer to that one is now, don't we, everyone?
I guess I will go first. It only seems fair.
Don't beat yourself up now.
Mario Kart Double Dash?
Please do.
Ouch. Wow. Want to play Smash later, Frank?
Go right now.
There you go. Bring it out. Stop the podcast. Okay, let's do this voting, then we'll do it. Mario Kart, Paper Mario. Mario Kart, a lot of fun, a lot of memories, multiplayer. Did not play online. Could have, though. Definitely could have done LAN. Maybe once I bumped into a LAN party, now I think about it. But what I have more stronger memories towards is more narrative-focused games, and that's Paper Mario and a Thousand Year Door for me. And that is why it is getting my vote this time around. Good action, good comedy. What can you say? Good stuff. Let's go to...
You? Me?
Frank. Which I think was the more exciting order.
It was nice knowing you, Mario Kart. You had a good run. Probably the worst Mario Kart game out there, in my opinion.
Really?
I did not like Double Dash at all.
World Tour?
And I was saving these words for this round because...
Wow.
You're saving these words.
Really don't like Double Dash?
No, Double Dash. Good riddance. Not soon enough.
All right. Well, thank you, Frank, for showing. That's your opinion.
As Frank drops a blue shell on Double Dash and drives past it doing the Luigi stare.
Yeah, just like, yeah.
That's right.
You've met your match.
There you go. Well, let's see. Let's find out if it's a clean sweep or not. The real Miles, seal the deal.
Obviously, Double Dash this is a good standard, because so a couple of mechanics eventually move down the line into Mario Kart.
Still doing it to this day.
But Paper Mario, there's no Paper Mario without that game would not fly.
I mean, apparently it will. It's on the Switch.
It's on the Switch, but I'm surprised for back then if someone left that game without censoring or anything else. Because boy, there's some jokes there that just for a Nintendo game, it's like, ooh,
right,
it's a little spicy there, a little spicy
for Nintendo.
But just like Paper Mario 1, which I'm surprised it didn't remake yet either. It's another one that should not be on the list.
Oh, the original.
Yeah,
that is surprising. I think about it.
But no, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. The characters are fun. It's a funny ass game.
Good stuff.
And and you just can't be the character narrative focus. And maybe you shouldn't open some doors. Maybe.
Indeed. Alrighty, that's moving on. And let's also move along to that'd be our fourth and fifth seed battle here. Another close competition. Ooh, this one actually is going to be a bit of a nail biter. Because it is Luigi's Mansion versus Metroid Prime 1.
Oh, okay. Well,
let's go to Miles first on this one.
Of course. At the end of the day, yeah, I'm going to say Luigi's Mansion.
Wow. That first smash hit stuck?
Because, Luigi is, for being a second, in a game in which people are like, oh, this, it's a Mario game, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty fun. It's being spooky, but not being too spooky, but spooky enough for a Nintendo game to be. No, it's not like Resident Evil.
No, but it's
Silent Hill.
It's kid spooky.
Silent Hill spooky.
Silent Hill spooky.
Yeah, I was saying it's not like that extreme.
Oh, you're okay. I was gonna say, how is this like Silent Hill?
No. But it's
Silent Hill, did you play?
But no, it's like kid friendly.
Yeah, it's a kid friendly. Yes. Frank, why don't you tell us what you're going with, Frank?
Well, to me, this is a no contest. Metroid. Even if I would have played Luigi's Mansion, I can't imagine the world where
Mario versus Metroid,
where it would be better than Metroid.
All right, then once again, it's all up to me. The power.
Here's your dollar back.
Thanks. I mean, the obvious answer is Metroid because I picked it. So there's that.
Wow,
is that how you're going with
I'm just saying, if anyone wants to play that game, there's that. Just pointing that out in case people forgot from the first round. Luigi's Mansion is pretty good. I do remember thinking at first, like, this game kind of stinks and this and that, but I kind of got into it as time passed, and I put aside, this isn't a Mario 64 sequel. It was never supposed to be, but a lot of people back in the day had that mindset, kind of like with the Wind Waker. Oh, that's the one we forgot. We'll go back to that one right now. Whoops. But Luigi's Mansion versus Metroid Prime 1. I think overall, I'm still sticking with my guns with Metroid Prime 1. It's Metroid formula in 3D.
I was getting worried about
with a shooter. I know Frank's happy now, so I made him a happy clown.
Well, never. It's his pick. He would have chose his pick anyway.
Perhaps, maybe.
Have you seen?
I thought about it. This is the one I definitely.
Here's Frank Swain. Frank Swain over here, and I already know the answer.
Expect the check in the mail.
It did more things at the time, despite Luigi's Mansion was also pretty inventive at the time. But yeah, there's a reason, I guess, why that one has that one got a Switch remaster, and Luigi's Mansion we're still waiting for on that one.
Yeah, you would think they'd do it by now, but I doubt it.
Apparently not. All right, so now let's go back to the one we should have done first, because it is now the 3rd seed versus the 6th seed. Because it is Wind Waker, everyone's favorite vote, and my own personal Animal Crossing going head to head. And I guess I'll be nice and go first this time around. Both very good games, very different games. One's a traditional hero's journey.
Yeah.
The other one is daily life sim, a little spiciness here and there. I'm gonna stick to my lore, my persona that I do here on the podcast. I'm not gonna switcheroo, do a 180 all of a sudden, and I'm gonna stick with my narrative-focused game, which in this case will be Wind Waker because it's a big epic journey, and the gameplay was pretty fun. It took a while to get into that art design, but like I said, it is aged like a fine bottle of wine at this point in time. And the twists and turns and the connections between other Zelda games is a big reason why it's still one of my favorites in the whole franchise. So I'm giving the vote to Wind Waker. Let's go to Miles. Miles, what do you got for us? Are you going with Wind Waker or Animal Crossing?
I'm gonna go with Wind Waker. You know, I think because I never really thought of it. Oh, back when it came out, I didn't think a kiddie game, whatever. It's a Zelda game to me. You know, I wasn't really in that. Oh, because it's not realistic, whatever.
I love the look. I don't know what everybody was.
You know, I never really.
It's that trailer. The trailer spoiled me, Frank.
Yeah,
I wanted that game.
You know,
we got it eventually.
But you know, I feel like it was Link able to express it a little bit more than
what the
does.
Yeah, that's true. Very expressive with that art style.
And the way how like the music cues and things like they were trying to do a lot of musical like little flourishes here and there, like kind of like Ocarina of Time, but not Ocarina of Time, but like a little similar.
Something play on it, build upon it.
And then you guys, like, it was like when he's conducting, you could just conduct to nothing.
I didn't care for that in comparison, but nothing could
well,
be
nothing could
10
be Ocarina. I mean,
it's in the game. It's in the title.
Regards to the end part, which it was a slog. Let's be honest.
Well, that part is, but we'll save that for maybe our next voting. Sounds like Miles is going. And Frank, let's just kill it.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing.
I wish we had an obituary written here, but we didn't have time to prepare. Maybe, and then we'll come back in another 4 years and they'll ask us where we've been.
Where did you go?
Playing Zelda.
Hey, Wind Waker. All right, Wind Waker moves on to the semifinals. Our final four, right? That's what they call it.
Four, yeah.
The final four we got here. So let's go back to our first seed versus our fifth seed, being Super Smash Bros. Melee and Metroid Prime. We'll make Frank go first just to be different, but we probably know what the vote is.
Oh,
surprise me, Frank.
The surprise is that I probably played Melee more than Metroid Prime. Having said that, there's no way I'm in hell. Excuse me.
Ooh, whoa.
That
censor that.
Spicy. Spicy.
That I'm picking Melee over Metroid Prime because, like your lore, I like adventure games more. Metroid is one of my favorite franchises, so I have bias. And I'm worried, though. I'm worried for the other.
Oh, no. Where are we going? Where do the roads take us?
I don't know how you guys think, but I like Metroid a lot.
All right. This is true. This is true. Let's see talk to the other Metroid fan in the room.
Where is he? Let's go find him.
Yeah, let's find him. So, Miles, what are we picking this time around?
Metroid.
No.
Yes. All right. Whew.
You know,
all right.
Well, because problem with Smash, like other fighting games, is like if you're not playing it for a while and people play more than you do, you know, it's hard to really like say I want to because people play for keeps or fighting games in general are it's something you got to keep on playing on a regular basis. You know, if you don't play it for a long time, like I usually don't, then we go like, oh wait, what happened? Where am I at? Oh, this is how this works.
Gotta know those strats.
And the end of the day, Metroid's a more nostalgic feeling game to me because I played that probably more times than both the remake, remaster, and here at this point.
You played a lot, let's say.
I play a lot.
Okay. All right, that's what I was kind of lost in there. Listeners have to play that back for me. All right, so I guess my vote doesn't really matter. What a shame. Yeah, it's a knockout. It's a Prime again. Yes. Narrative focus. At the time, seemed more edgier and cooler. You know,
and the music we get.
Melee's fun.
And the music and transitions, they're like, yeah, this is.
And I like the little, like I said, I like the little teased of I gotta scan all the things if I want to see the real Samus. Ooh, what's she gonna look like? I like that little tease. Prime 1 moves on to the finals, and who is gonna match up with it? Let's find out right now, because it is Paper Mario: A Thousand Year Door versus Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker. Almost like Ridge Racer.
Okay. All right.
I am going to go with and I will go first. This is a tough one. Both narrative focused games, so I can't go an instant KO because Double Dash and Smash is now gone. So it's up down to the big epic Journey, one, the more traditional RPG turn-based, which is a little bit more my style. But action-oriented adventure game also is my second choice, probably, honestly. Wind Waker, beginning, like I said, a little bit rough. Pretty big game, a little too big towards the end. We mentioned that a few times already. 1,000 Doors, a little bit nicer, neater. Wind Waker. Does it do enough in its gameplay, storytelling to outweigh Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door? No, it does not. Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door gets my vote this time around. I think it's just a more perfect game. It's got a beginning, middle, end, and Wind Waker fumbles it towards the end. The ending is great, but it takes too long to get there. And it's probably my third or fourth favorite, fifth maybe Zelda game overall in the franchise, 2D, 3D when you combine everything. And so for that reason, I just can't give it the nod because Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door is the best Paper Mario game, maybe the best Mario game here. Maybe Mario Bros. 3 still ticks that, but right behind it.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't like my Frank's crazy. Andy would come across the room right now if he was here. All right, so that is taking my vote. Let's go to Frank because we know what Frank is going to pick.
Oh yeah. Zelda is my favorite. Wind Waker is my favorite Zelda.
Oh really? Huh?
Yes. And I personally enjoyed those long sailing moments.
All of them.
You know what? It gave me a chance to get up and get a sandwich.
There you go.
And I changed the song on the
radio. You went out to the grocery store, bought the bread, went to the farm, milled the bread.
Went to the bathroom.
Visit some family on the way back.
Did some errands, did the bed. Gives you time to get stuff
Lots
done.
of time.
Yeah, you come back and you're almost there.
You're almost there. Another 10 minutes and we're there.
I just love everything about this game. The music, the looks, the grandma.
My favorite grandma.
To me, it was just it has everything for me and those what do you call it? Quests that they make you, I gotta go here, gotta go there. I didn't mind it because I enjoyed the sailing part. So for me, it was great. Everything in this game that you could possibly do, and I love the finishing blow in this game.
It is good.
And I wish my brother played this game because he still hasn't played it. I'm mad at him for this. But yeah, to me, this is easily the best Zelda game for me.
All right, brother. It's all up to you. You want to be on the right or the wrong side of history?
See, the problem is, like you mentioned before,
there's no problem.
Sailor. Do you want to sail, brother?
Go with.
Do you want to play a game or do you want to go on a break for 3 hours?
I would have been fine with it, Frank, if I didn't play the HD remaster, which they made the speed sail and allow you to go a little bit faster because it is a little bit of a slog. But most of the game, but that's we're scraping.
We're nitpicking at this point
because both these games are really good. But or you shh. I give it the secret time. Let me talk.
Fine.
I say today, Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door is probably the better game, more complete game. Because for being a very Nintendo, it allowed to do a lot of crazy things. And I do like the characters or the party members more probably than the first one. The first one was like Gumbaro and they're fine, but I think no one beats this party more than the last party.
Lean on the probably part that you said and go with the doubt.
Sounds like there's a little doubt in there.
Yeah, I didn't hear definitely.
So you're not 100%.
But I did do.
Not sure.
But I doubt there's a lot of things for it. They did, which I'm surprised they allowed them to do.
There you go. And I think everyone out there, make the kids happy, Miles.
That is not everybody.
That is everyone.
No.
I'm just mute your mic, Frank, and then we'll be everyone.
I would like a retrial.
I'd like
New jury. This
Double Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune.
Conflicting
sides.
Yes. We didn't vet them enough.
Well, gentlemen, after all this hullabaloo and our epic journey, we're finally down to our final matchup of the day. We have let's get the seeds right. We have our 5th seed versus the 7th seed. And it doesn't matter, gentlemen, because I win.
You win.
Because they're both my choices. So pat on the back, attaboy.
Can't move on to probably.
The kids rejoice. Okay. That's just facts. Cold hard facts. No matter what you do, I win. But let's see here. We have Metroid Prime Uno and Paper Mario 1000-Year Door.
Well, how about that was the last one was hard.
Let's go to Frank first, because once again, I think this is still a lock-in for Frank, so might as well just knock that out.
I mean, obviously, I haven't played Paper Mario.
That's your first mistake.
Noted.
I don't know. Maybe we need to play Mario, the 1-Year Door and the 2, and then I feel like we're missing a lot of games here.
Grasp me, that.
Anyways, Metroid.
Sounds like Metroid. Any final comments on Metroid Prime, Frank? This is your last chance, potentially.
Had a good run. Good guys. I'm proud of you. Probably would have been my pick, but since I knew you guys would have picked it, I didn't pick it.
Frank the master puppeteer.
I just wanted all my players in the game. It didn't matter if they were representing me. I know where their heart belongs.
Nice.
Look at this. I hope the camera's on.
There you go.
Oh, there.
Zoom in. Video podcast. Listeners, enjoy. Now I have to make that a clip.
Oh, yeah. So, it doesn't matter who wins. I know who the real champion is.
In my heart, I know who really won today.
I know. But yeah. Samus is forever number one.
Forever number one.
Unless Link would have showed up, then I would have picked Wind Waker.
There you go. You're here because the other one didn't win.
As Frank's about to pull a knife on Samus. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well then.
We're gonna get time behind the back. Oh, you made. Oh,
you just see Link with the. Oh, okay. He puts back the knife. You want the pressure, Miles, or do you want me to help you out?
I'm gonna help you out.
No. Let me do this because I know it's gonna be more pressure on you because it's like you're choosing yourself at this point.
I guess so, depending on your votes.
The real vote.
You can knock this out in one hit. Tell us, Miles, who are you going with for your favorite game on the Nintendo GameCube?
Paper Mario and the 1000-Year Door.
Oh, of course. He wants to put the pressure on me, of course.
The reason being is because I like the characters a little bit. Well, there's a bunch of characters, right? Now, Samus is Samus.
She's by herself again.
And she's been through a lot of stuff. But I think because of the cast of characters and the fact that they're all, your Goombas, your Koops, the little the sailor bomb guy.
All right. Tragic backstory.
They do a lot of things in this game for a Nintendo game. You go but
it's all I think they get away with it because it's all in writing.
Right.
There's no you don't see video or animations of these things. It's just they say it in dialogue, and if you're paying attention, you'd be like, "Wait, what happened?"
For being a Nintendo game, it's pretty wild.
That is true. All right, gentlemen. It's once again all roads lead back to little me. Metroid Prime, like I said, is the game that really pushed me to check out the franchise. To give that extra sharp edge to the GameCube with its cubic square shape. And like I said, did everything the original 2D game did, but brought into 3D, which no one ever thought it was going to be able to pull that off, and they somehow did. Very good balance. So yeah, really good things about that. Music's on point, gameplay's on point, graphically impressive. Paper Mario, I've talked about it before, several times already. Got the writing, a lot of characters, a lot of story. Graphically, not the most impressive thing on the GameCube in comparison, especially to Metroid Prime. But being myself and the gamer that I am, one has a little bit more of the edge than the other one when it comes to storytelling.
I knew it.
And Metroid does a very fine job of being isolated and giving you that feeling
don't
and
bother
feeling
being
sensation.
nice. Don't bother being nice.
But witty dialogue wins the day this time around, and that is going to Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. For the best Nintendo GameCube game ever is Paper Mario. Oh, sorry, Frank. I'm sorry.
Don't open that door.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Frank. You should have. Wait a minute. This is Frank right now.
Don't open that door.
Sorry, Frank. We opened that door. It's a good one, Frank.
Close it.
Lock it. Throw away the key. Get rid of it.
You have experience with the 1000-Year Door. Come on.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is your champion this time around on the podcast.
Must be rusty.
And if you want to hear more, I talked about it last year on the podcast. So once again, go to takotaku.com, type in Paper Mario, and it'll pop up. And maybe also sneak peek best games of 2025 as well. It might also be on that list. So maybe recent bias if you're like Frankie's calling recent bias right now, he might not be wrong. But there you go. There's our champion, and this time on Taku Otaku. A victory for me. I think last time the People's Choice won, if I remember right.
Yeah, Hinata won at the end, the last one.
So there you go. It always feels good to have a nice clean win.
All right. Okay.
I don't want to shake. I don't want shaking my hand. Good. And a boy, Ray. Yeah. Thank you, Ray. You did the work
against him no matter what.
Don't let him win.
There it is. All this. Now that one I need to add on the sandboard. Oof, that was one long spoilerific discussion these guys just had.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in 2 weeks.
That reminds me, 2 weeks. I wish this podcast was like every day.
I don't think we can promise that to our listeners, but you know what we can do? We can use our social media platforms.
Oh, that's right. We're like on Bluesky and Instagram, and even we have YouTube shorts between each episode.
Or as a funny moment, what Frank said, my hot takes on gacha games or Ray's inevitable rants. You can find all of it on social media.
Wow, it's like no matter where the people are, we're there with them every moment.
It's like we're always watching you.
Ooh, and with that, let's get to our outro quick. Alrighty, so that will conclude this episode of Taku Otaku. But before we go, we need to tease what's next on the agenda here on our little podcast. And in 2 weeks from now, if you're listening to this on the Wednesday this episode comes out, we're gonna have a bit of a anniversary review of an I am winning, gentlemen. It's a back-to-back wins here. I just realized that right now. Not only am I a champion of picking the best GameCube game, but I also think we have a champion of maybe picking one of the best animes of all time as well. Because next time on the podcast, we're getting together and we're gonna review all of Haruhi Suzumiya, so being Melancholy and even Disappearance the movie season 2.
Haruhi-chan work? No.
No Haruhi-chan. We're definitely got no time for Haruhi-chan. I'm not sure where anyone should have time for Haruhi-chan.
It's fun.
It's fine, but
make sure
Lucky Star already exists, and it's over there.
Make sure you wear your headphones, kids.
There you go, indeed. So I am looking forward to that. And if Frank doesn't like it, then you could also enjoy Frank's last time visiting Taku Podcast, because he'll no longer be welcome in the vicinity. You'll have to I'll get the what do you call it? The
restraining order?
A restraining order, yes.
Wow, it'd be next year. I was going to something a little more softer, but
no.
I'll start fighting for it.
Where's the paper? I'll sign it right now. As he takes his copy of Metroid Prime and tucks it away as he leaves. So yes, Haruhi Suzumiya, all of the series and Disappearance. So if you want to hear me, if you for once you want to hear me talk about nothing but positives, tune into the next episode of Taku Otaku. I think we might have finally done it.
You want to listen to how Ray talk for like most of the episode? Tune in next time for this podcast.
I mean, I would argue every episode of this podcast, but there's that too. So yes, we got that lined up, and then after that, we're gonna have a bonus episode, but I'll save that till next time on next podcast to tease that. But there is a potential bonus episode in between that. But what I will tease right now is, of course, on mid-April, if I'm not mistaken, with our calendar schedule, bi-weekly podcast, we'll have our review of the winter season that is coming to a close as we speak, if you're listening to this podcast when it's released, pretty much. And of course, the episode after that, we're going to have our spring preview episode and something to tease also maybe with that episode. And when we get a little bit closer to that release date of that podcast.
A bunch of different teases right
I'm teasing. This is the outro. This is where I got to keep people to like and subscribe today. And by doing that, by telling them what's on the agenda. Pretend like we know what the we're doing around here.
We don't.
I know Frank doesn't think so.
Not with that bonus.
Frank definitely thinks that right now. Who won? What? Huh? Poor Frank.
We'll get him next year, Frank. We'll get him next year.
We'll have to treat him to a meal after this or something.
Tobias Harris, who?
So there you go. Look forward to all that coming down the Taku Otaku pipeline. Enjoy that. But of course, I need to thank my co-hosts for hanging out with me this whole time, putting up with me and my shenanigans, and lifting that trophy for me to then carry up to the finish line.
Oh yeah. You were struggling there, brother.
Thank you, gentlemen, for passing that baton. I appreciate it. So thank you, Frank.
Yeah, I'm glad you put it as putting up with you.
Just a little salt, just a little salty. Miles, brother, thank you, of course, and thank you for choosing the right side of history for once.
We'll see.
Probably.
Just for that, I'll let you talk about Umamusume again next time. Just for that, little something just for you.
Yeah.
Little Mr. Nuke sends his regards. All right, all right, just a little something.
I don't know that there should be like it's like goofy like topics that's like went to get Mr. Nuke.
On offer, you couldn't refuse. But of course, our biggest thanks go to you guys, our listeners, for hanging out this whole time. Hopefully, you're not too upset with me like Frank is at the moment.
Oh, send emails.
Or DMs in the new modern.
There you go. All the links in the description down below. Tell us who you would have picked as your winner. I am curious, since this is a little bit different.
That's Ray, aka Sourdough Showed In.
There you go. You can find me on certain places on the internet. Definitely not on YouTube.
Come at me.
I've abandoned.
Come at me.
Come at me. There you go. Paper Mario fans rejoice. You stick with me. They know where to like and subscribe today. So there you go. Send your hopefully a little bit of hate, hopefully a little bit more love emails at us. But until then, we hope you guys have a good one. And hear from you in the near future. Until then, bye-bye, people. Bye-bye.
Bye.